What's going on, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen? How are you doing today? It's Tuesday. It's another rainy, kind of poopy day, but we have THJ and these sweet new changes and even newer changes coming. It may or may not be that some of the adjustments were implemented. I don't know. Maybe some accidents were incurred upon bringing them over to live, and perhaps zeros were not put in the correct location. Yeah. So dots may or may not have received a 10% bonus instead of a, I don't know, 100% bonus. Interesting. That may be what's happening. Maybe not. I don't know. Intriguing. Were the chain summoning issues in zones such as Eric, when you say chain summoning, are you saying that you are being summoned more than once in 10 seconds? Yeah, dots will be better. All right, we're going to kick this right off today. We're going to go rush off and get right into it. I'm just going to do a full clear on this guy, all the small things, if you will. Giggity. Ooh, we don't have an item in there, do we? We do need to level this collar up. Let's go ahead and throw that baby. Oh, we also have eggs. Let's finish these eggs out. Chain summon in rapid succession by mobs that previously would not summon unless damaged first. Well, the chain summoned, so in rapid succession is, if you're being summoned in if you're being pulled back more than once in 10 seconds at all, period, then something is not operating as intended, and you would need to file a complaint. You need to file a bug report. The issue is, I believe, that most people are dealing with now is that melee is doing so much damage that when you do one riposte, like a single riposte, it's doing about 5% or more. I can't keep doing this. It's doing about 5% or more to the health of whatever it is that you riposted. And so it's just automatically putting it in that threshold where it summons. But if what you're saying is that you're constantly never endingly being summoned, then that is a different issue, and that's certainly one that needs to be resolved. My Necro War Monk is seriously loving the past two patches. Just got it to 65. First kill on Kara was under 1 minute. Hell yeah, Sunbear. Will Chanter 0. So Jedward, I don't know if I would go as far as to say that there's zero reason to play Enchanter. Enchanter is still insanely strong, and it's actually one of the two classes that you need in order to break the game. Meaning that, like, to crank out the most stupid DPS that's in the game. That being said, Doppels themselves feel real bad, yeah. And they are working on that. That is an issue that they have identified. And it is something that was unintended, and they are currently working to make that better and rectify it. Drop the fix they said they were going to do. So I do actually know. I know there's a couple of things, because one issue actually became several issues, and they want to drop one patch as opposed to be like, we need to take the server down 19.7 billion times in order to like fix an issue, then take the server down, then fix an issue, then take the server down, then fix an issue, and then take the server down. So what they're trying to do in sort of consideration of people's time and the server itself is they're trying to fix all the issues and then take the server down once. I so need 25K so I can move an epic. Billy Robert, go make that big fat monies, baby. And it was proximity pilling swarming. I kind of thought that, but wanted to make sure, not something else. Yeah, no, they've identified like a handful of bugs that came out of the new patch, and they're trying to fix them. In addition to, Kata announced yesterday that they are going to be decoupling spells from server ticks. What that means is that when you cast Rage of Ralozek or Bloodlust or other spells of similar kind, concept, or execution, those spells will no longer last the duration based upon when you use them on the server tick. You will now be able to click them whenever the hell you want, and you will always get the same duration out of them regardless. So that's pretty exciting. That is another thing that I do believe they are trying to attach to this patch and get it out to you guys. That is going to make a huge change for a lot of different spells, a lot of different things. You don't farm. Yeah. Well, you could just, Billy, are you able to do Plane of Time? Or I don't know where you are in the game. But if you can do Plane of Time, you could just do it and go to P3. Kill one of the guys, you can sell one of the quintessences for roughly like 15K. So when they decouple spells from server ticks, you know, that's really going to make Bloodlust and things of that nature really, really good. And it's going to take away the whole reason that I absolutely hate Bloodlust and Rage of Ralozek. So I'll probably start using them more frequently. I'll probably start leaning into and trying out some of the Beast Lord stuff. I'm Medics. Oh, what's going on, Medics? How are you doing? Wait, did we lose? Ah, Season of the Hare only has 2 hours left on it. Oh, no kidding. Very cool. I'm not gonna lie, Billy Robert did kind of sound very very like Billy Robert could be an actor or something, you know? So there is some good news. There is some you know, I mean, I know we're currently only 2 days into probably one of the most amazing patches they've dropped on the server, period. That being said, you know, it sounds like they're cooking up another patch, which is going to make people really happy. You're going to see more damage out of dots. You're going to see, hopefully, doppels are going to be performing a bit better. And you're also going to be seeing bees working correctly. What else? Oh, the decoupling of the server ticks. You're going to see there's some other things they're cooking up too that I can't really get into, but it's pretty exciting all in all. My biggest issue is I am an alt whore. I get a character to like 55 to 60, then go like, this looks good, make a new character and rinse and repeat, LOL. But going to try and start flagging tonight after I eat. Hell yeah, comma. There certainly is. I mean, there certainly is like a reason to push that. And I'll tell you this, you know, if you just push a little harder, you get to 65, you could find yourself in a really, really good situation, all in all. And then you can say this character is good, everything's great, you know, everything's wonderful. You know, God, man, auto attacking feels so good, like it's almost not even worth casting dots. the rate this guy is killing things now, and I really need to get a legendary prismatic scale, and I need to get a crucible. Yeah. What's going on, Blue Steel? Might as well drop Shaman. I ain't dropping Shaman. I love Shaman. Especially for how easy it makes like Saru and Zeb and everything. Ooh, piece of candy. Here to hear Pugs, angry as piss, and Vinegar Bork. I don't know what he's off doing right now. Oh, he's sleeping. Never mind. He's in a little pug puddle next to me. Where did you get that UI? It looks clean for EQ. This is actually the Gear Core UI. If you press Alt O and you open this up, load UI skin, Gear Core is right here. This is made by a former developer of the server. His name was Zachary. He's still around. He got a new job, and so he's been really busy. But he's a really good dude, and he makes stuff. He used to stream too. He used to be on the stream team. So it's a pretty cool one. How does Shaman make Zeb easy? Because when you cast a dot on something now, you proc Shamanistic Curse, which is a slow, and it's actually a reverse 100 hands effect. So I'll show you what you could do, and this is really stupid. I'll do it to the warder in a second. How much of a slow is it? It is 50%. Hang on. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you the thing. Yeah. I'm going to show you. I'll show you why this is stupid. Okay. So I have this warder, right? I have this warder. Okay. So ready? I'm going to cast Mallow, right? He's mallowed. He's double mallowed. Now he's double slowed. Call me in an hour when this fight is over. Do you see how fast he's attacking me now? Yeah. So you can double slow. Ogre. Yes, it does. Most mobs are slow immune, so single slow. I mean, it all depends. Yeah, I try not to do like blanket. I try not to. Sometimes I do, but I try not to do the blanket thing all that often. Any chance you could put alt options for real expensive gear like Earth Embracer or Fortitude? So I could, but I'm going to be honest with you. Right now, I'm just struggling to get the whole thing done. And so I'm probably not going to be like, it'll get done eventually, TM. But right now, I'm just trying to get through each character and update their gear for the new patch. Yeah, man. Clairmonk Burr is it's kind of an interesting two-handers now don't feel all that great, in my opinion. Just got here from hitting that like button. What's going on, buddy? How you doing? Comma, I will get to it eventually. It's just right now I have so many things on my plate. Honestly, the fact that that thing is getting updated at all is a minor miracle. We do want to go to here. I would like to go try and collect me another leopard spell. That would be great. War Monk is King Melee. Yeah. I mean, War Monk, the Bard is putting out pretty War Monk Bard is putting out pretty crazy deeps right now. But I do think that the Rip Disc thing is well, I don't think. I know that the Rip Disc thing is going the way of the dodo here very soon. And it's not bad. The way that they're adjusting it actually is not bad. It doesn't feel terrible. Dude, you knew it was going to. Like, you knew it was going to. That's why you made that comment in stream while Kata was here the other day. Don't give me that crap. Don't you give me that crap. I use Hammer of Holy. So, I don't know what happened to Hammer of Holy Vengeance, but that thing is butt now. I was parsing it yesterday. That thing is depressing. I will say that. Wait, what's being nerfed? Nothing is being nerfed. Currently, Riposte is like way too freaking strong. It's not about fun, Muffin. It's way too... Hello! What's going on, Sevi? How you doing? What's up, Wesker? How you doing? Hammer of Holy Vengeance is such a weird, like, I don't know what happened there, but it is not doing very good damage anymore. Kind of depressing. We have our sword on us, right? Yeah. Oh, he's immune to poison, so we'll take these off the bar. Load up the fire dots. More dots. I don't think he can be hit by magic either. Boo. We'll put Bane up there just in case. Well, you wanted salty pug voice in the background. There it is. Sent you a message on Discord. Can't get any commands to work on screen. Gotta get back to work. Okay, Wesker, we'll check it out, babe. Comma, then a specific question. Would the Bracer of Inferno be a solid sub? Bracer of Inferno and Bracer of Timeless Rage, I think, are the two that I would look at possibly replacing, comma. Like if it was up to me. Ooh, Sevi, thank you so much for the biddies. I think those are probably the two that I would look to first. Not saying that those are the perfect ones, but those are the ones that come to mind. I have been spending each piece of gear that I've been fiddling with. I have actually been spending about an hour with each piece of gear. If you want to know for continuity's sake, how much work gets into figuring out if something belongs on Abyss list, I've been putting a lot of work into it lately, especially with all the changes to gear and focus items and things. The changes to the he does not like the changes either. Okay, he's very upset. He has the like grumpiest little old man face on right now. But with all the changes to focus items and the changes to melee, I think that everything kind of needs to be put on the table and looked at. For instance, no, don't you put that gross on me. So for instance, I was testing out a lot of the different weapons, like a lot of the different Zeb weapons too. Gotta tell you, really not impressed with some of the things that I was seeing. All right, let's see if we can proc this guy to death. No, that seems like it's going really slow. I need to buy a stupid, actually I need to buy two. Need to buy 2 of the dumb things. Zeb weapons are hit or miss. Yeah, I actually think originally I thought the dagger was actually not in a great place. I think the dagger might be in the best place. And what was the other thing that I looked at that I tried? The hammer seems to be pretty good. The shield was okay. The sword was kind of lackluster. Like, we're seeing bigger parses out of Hopebringer than we are the Zeb sword. So I don't know. You know, I think that there's some room for improvement, some room for adjustment, but Hopebringer has a 13 better delay than the sword. Yeah. Yep. I went out and I farmed moss covered rings yesterday, and I got like a million kelp hilted the kelp hilted maces. I'm excited to put those on. Those are pretty good. Can you get Zeb's chain scythe thing? You can get a glamour for that, Retro. You sure can. There's no night weapon, so yeah. Well, I mean, knights get the plankton or the coral sword, right? I wonder if this will land now. Nope. Nope. Damn. I mean, from Zeb, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. The Zeb weapon is weird. It's weird. Totally admit it's kind of an odd spot. The backstab on the dagger is massive, but the auto attacking damage is not quite as massive. So it's kind of a weird spot. I'm rocking Kelp Hilted Mace plus Shield Specialist on my warrior, and the crits are disgusting. Yeah, Sunbear, it's absolutely insane. I need to try. Malik keeps preaching to me about the even since they broke down and they fixed the skull shape one. I need to get a hold of one and try it out. He's still preaching about it, so I need to give it a little squirrely boy. Oh, you're so annoying. I hate this fight. You're the slowest boy around, fool. I need to buy like a couple of the straw Augs. I wonder how much those are actually. I'm gonna look at it and see how much they are. Just get a couple of like the little baby straw Augs. Probably make this a lot faster. I hate it here. Cool. I also hate it here. They're really cheap. Cool. I'm gonna buy some then. No. What's it called? Kevin, Fiery, Gillett, Hastened. These are really good too, by the way. I did not put enough weight in these, but there's like a certain threshold of haste that you get from it that you have to determine whether or not it's good for you or not. But it's actually pretty strong. I've been trying to put these in my offhand when I can. Not bad. Not bad. Lethal. Yeah, I must have spelt it wrong. There we go. Really? Are they that expensive, huh? SSR. Wait. SSRAESHZIAN. What's going on, Calico? How you doing? Fragment. Boop, boop. I guess that's cheap enough. Whatever. It's not the end of the world, I guess. What do I need? I need 2 of these. I do want to check something too. Okay. Yep, they're starting to go up. People are starting to clean these out. Sword and Board Retro. Tune in for the first time, stream meters. Well, hey man, I appreciate it. Hopefully you're doing well. How is everybody doing today? What's new with you? What's new in the crew? Sword and Board, then Dual Wield, in Roars. Yeah. Roars is like so there is an issue that I actually had no idea about. There is an issue where the bandolier, like swapping weapons, was causing like server desync like really, really bad. But when they did the new netcode, it seems like they might be able to revert it back to actually operating the way that it should, essentially an instant weapon swap. And if that happens, then I really feel like swapping weapons is going to feel a lot better. And I also feel like when they do the second passover to dots, that we might actually be looking at a situation where I may actually start hot swapping weapons for dots. What was I going to grab out of here? I guess I don't need anything actually really right now. Bando is instant. Oh, did he already implement it? Well, no. So the bug was basically they implemented a situation where like when you click the bandolier to swap weapons, like it wasn't swapping very quickly. And the reason for that was because they were in such a spot with the dots and I hit the wrong button. I was like, wait, what am I doing here? Do you play on the server? Yeah. Listen, Xiao Xiao, with how much information I get from them, sometimes it's hard to keep it all straight. What's on live and what's not on live, and what they've brainchilded. Because you get Kata alone in a room, and that dude noodles like a boss. I mean, he just sits there and literally just goes through like 100 different ideas, and it can be a lot at times. God damn. It can be a lot, is what I'll say. Seeking a good European guild, since that's my playtime, even though I live in the US. Any suggestions on a good crew to join? I have no idea, but I do know that Reina, she's actually streaming right now, I believe. Reina, ooh, Space Brains, what's going on, baby? Reina AM, who's currently streaming, she is in the US now, but she has a ton of friends that are over in the Euro lands, and She may have a better idea of some of the cool people. How you doing, buddy? How's P99 World? Is it everything you hoped it could be? We have an orb, but I think we're just going to do it. I think we're going to do it. Actually, we need to change our spell lineup. Good, man. It's hard, but I'm doing it. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's very hard. Very hard. I think we're going to put disease, infectious cloud in here. And then I think we're just going to load up with dots again. I actually kind of want to try something. I'm going to try putting Bane in here and see. I'm going to put Bane in there. I'm also going to put disease, Stoic. I'm going to try this. It might not work as great as, it might not work that great, but there's been some discussion about a couple of these being a little busted. Ooh, actually, I know that that's trash. Music's weird today. I just want to try something different. Also, you don't backstab while casting? Yes, I do, because I pushed the button. Motherfucker. You think this is a game? Oh, crap. I don't see the slow happening, though. See? No slow. There it is. All right, let's try this again. Everything pile up. Okay. Everything got the disease. Do you have your rogue epic on your pet? Yes, I do. Actually, I have two rogue epics on my pet. See, you just go doot, and then it backstabs. Backstab. There we go. So that one had the curse on it, and we hadn't been targeting this one. That's good. That's a good sign. That one has it too. Really good sign. I want to see that continue, though. They're going to make some changes, because I don't know if you guys noticed, but if you break line of sight, Cascade does not proc. I'm still not sold on this build. You don't have to be. It's not a 50 million DPS build, dude. It's not a broken build. It's not like something that's going and doing absolutely asinine crazy damage. It's stable in almost every circumstance. It has a tool that can handle just about every single issue that arises. It has something it can do about it. And it's not like at the tippy top of any kind of list. So odds of getting nerfed or like me having to rebuild a new build for this is practically non-existent. Hell, Broken Stoic, what UI are you using? I've been thinking of making a change and looking for a good UI. This is the Gear Core UI. If you type Alt-O and you open up the load UI skin, it's right here. It actually comes with the server. The UI was actually created by one of the previous devs on the server. Good friend of mine. And he actually, matter of fact, the whole reason that you have the regular XP and the AA XP on this bar is because I begged him to do it. And he was streaming for a little while, and he had a channel redeem on his stream, and I actually redeemed for 10,000 channel points. He added these for me because I was like, I don't want to do this all the time. I don't want to do this, so I have to look. I don't want to have to like do this so I can look at this bar. I just want to see it there. What's going on, Mulligan? How you doing? Front stab, yeah, stab in the front. Ring of Force. At work. Ooh, fun. Yeah, so shout, like it's just not, it's not really like at the top of any parses. It's not really the most busted thing out there. It's not really like, it's not shaking up any type of like meta forums or anything like that. And to me, that's the best place you want to be in, because I'm not so high. Like, it still does really good damage. The top end of my DPS that I have seen on this character has been 25k, which is nowhere near like a lot of these other builds that we're seeing. And I'm okay with that. I'm actually really excited about that. Makes me feel pretty good. Did the archery damage buff go in this pack? I don't want to talk about archery. There's no such thing as archery. I'm pretty sure Rangers don't exist. Rangers do not feel good to me, personally. I've heard a lot of people say that they're happy with where they're at, which is fine. That's good. If they're happy where it's at and they're playing that class, then great. I tried to make one and tried to gear it up and see like what it was doing, and I got way too depressed. I was like, oh, this doesn't feel very good. This is really bad. It's not great. But I will say, if they utilize what they did to Melee as a benchmark for what they could do, I do think that there's a chance that archery could get a buff. And furthermore, that archery could get something more in line with the bug that was happening because of the attack modifier. So they can't keep it. It was a bug. Like it was a problem in the code that would have infected a lot of other issues as they moved forward. They couldn't keep it. They couldn't keep it. They are currently looking at options to make it better. No, they couldn't have, because it was causing issues even with the server because of the way that it was throwing error codes. Like you can't just like it, because of the way it felt to you and what was happening in behind the scenes are two totally different situations. Like yes, it felt amazing and it was really, really great. But what was actually happening behind the scenes was not really great and was causing a lot of problems. So you kind of have to like, you know, they had to fix that. That's not to say that they couldn't make it like double dip haste or something. I mean, they could do a lot of different things. They just couldn't do it the way that it was behaving. I think that there's a really good chance and opportunity for that kind of thing to now happen. With the way that Melee is behaving right now, I think that there's a really good chance. Obviously, the riposte thing is not long for this world. The riposte thing is like ridiculous. People are putting out like 225,000 DPS parses with the riposte. I just, you know, that is a little too good. Broken, what a game like EQ besides WoW that's good. Maybe they just need to give Heroic Dex the same treatment as Heroic Strength. Well, allegedly, Rangers were supposed to be affected by Heroic Strength as well. So let that one noodle around. I don't know if that actually came to be. I'd have to look into it more. Any riposte parse is heavily windowed. Yeah, for sure. For sure. But those same windowed parses are the ones that I think people such as yourself were broadcasting out there when you were showing the the wizards doing, absolutely crazy DPS. The Doppels doing absolute crazy DPS. Those were also windowed parses. Sam, riposte is like counterattack discipline. It makes it so you attack everything back that swings at you. Yeah. See, Kata's got you. I love that Kata's here. But so Kata is like the way that they're fixing the riposte disc is actually like really, really genuinely like the best possible way I think that they could fix it. At least the fix that's like, I believe on the top of the barrel, or last time I looked at it was on the top of the barrel. I think it's like the most fair and most meaningful way that they could fix sort of the outcome that happened. Unintentional outcome. You don't see a problem with riposte. It's a long cooldown. It's a 15-minute cooldown, Sunbear. It's not that long. And I don't know if you should be able to do, that much damage every 15 minutes. I think that you start to get into like some crazy situations with that. And as the game starts to progress, that's only going to get worse. that's only going to get even more out of control. Oh, okay. So, well, there you go. Kat is talking about it. So there you go. Awesome. I love it. Yeah. So, you'll still riposte plenty. It's just going to change the frequency. You'll still be doing, I imagine, like I would need to parse it myself, but I do believe mathematically myself and someone else sat down with it, and it appears that it will be doing roughly the same amount of damage that it was previously, or like percentage wise, it's the same amount of damage. Yeah. Kata is over on Twitch. I got a really cool thing cooking. Did you figure out that thing you were working on yesterday, Kata? Old Man Rebuk, thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. Ooh, okay. You couldn't figure out how something got created when it got created, and you were struggling to make it bigger. How's that? Did that ring any bells? Thank you so much, Medic, for the lurk. I'm still trying to think of an MMO that's like EQ. That's not WoW. I don't know. There's not a lot of stuff out there, if I'm being honest. Cap and Cube, Vanguard. Well, Vanguard actually has a emulated server as well. If you want to play a really cool game, if you like Marvel characters, there is an MMO out there called Marvel Heroes Omega, which used to have a live service game, but it got shut down by Disney for some kind of shitty reasons. and they have recently brought it back to life, and it's actually really cool. Hey man, thanks for all the content. I listen to your videos while I'm driving at work. Hell yeah, Cloric. Hey Cloric, I just want to put this out there to you. You're welcome. I also have been working on a Spotify account now, and I have a podcast up, so the Q&As will go onto that podcast. So if it's easier for you to listen to like Spotify or something while you're driving, just saying, it's there. Warhammer Online was okay. I had a lot of fun with Warhammer Online, but I know it's not for everybody. Oh my god, murder mutts. Kata, I don't know if Kata's still here. I'm hoping that is acting the way that he intended it to. Neverwinter? Yeah, I couldn't get into Neverwinter. What's the Spotify channel name? You should. I think it's right in the details of the. It should be like right underneath. Hang on. Hope. All right. So, Kata, you know how like when like previously when you would cast a dot on something, the dot would only apply cascade to whatever you had targeted. In fact, it's really kind of screwy. You could like, so if I casted cascade on this one, right? I had this guy targeted and I casted a dot, and then I quickly clicked over to the other one. Like if I clicked to this one, cascade would proc on this, even though it didn't have a dot on it. So I don't know if this is intended, but what's happening is because I cast an AoE disease, okay, because I cast an AoE disease, right? And I'm trying to proc the shamanistic curse. See, there it is. Oh, that was actually Turgor's Swarm. But yeah. It just seemed a little tanky. The cascade should proc on anything with your dots on it. Should the shaman as well? The shaman slow. So like, I think, yeah. Oh no, it's Turgor's. Yeah, there we go. Yep. Ah, everyone's over here. Listen to all those Q&As, and I love the long videos. Takes up nice parts of the day. Hell yeah, dude. What do you do for work, Cloric? Obviously driving. Are you a truck driver? Are you something? Anything with your dots on it should proc. Yeah, hell yeah. Oh, and the bees. Hell yeah. Truck driver. Are you a local? Are you a countryside? Like, I happen to know a lot of truck drivers. Damn. Freaking Bane doesn't go on anything. Stupid magic dots. Home daily drive for FedEx. Oh, nice. Getting ready to see if bees is still going to kill me. Kata, is there an ETA on the bees fix as well as the other things? People were asking about it, but I told them that you guys would keep running into more things to fix, and that you were trying to like restart the server once as opposed to 19 billion times each time you guys were fixing like another bug. Because you guys are working on like a sort of a multitude of things. Woohoo! So it'll be pushed next patch, then cool, yeah. Yop. Yeah, I'm excited for the bees fix too, because I actually want to like mess with bees. I think that's bees is really cool. I really like the concept and the way that plays out. I think it's going to be really strong, and really fun. It's already strong and fun, but it hurts. Yeah, I bet. I bet. What do you think of PAL instead of SK on your build? I think it'd be fine. You're gonna lose some damage, but I think it's fine. Well, actually, you might gain some damage now. Fuck. Yeah, you'll actually probably gain damage. You'll probably gain because the melee attacks. PAL is a little redundant with the Shaman, but no, I think overall it's probably going to be really good. Wish I could get rid of it until there is time for the change. My bees crit me for 1/3 of my hit points at the moment. First world problems. I'm now people are crying they're doing too much damage, Kata. You know what that means. Make bees do 0 damage. The community is begging for it. That's what I heard. Nerf. Where did those ones come from? Joppa. The Joppa Nerf bat. Hell yeah, I love it. I've only listened to my buddy. Oh, actually, how's the stream today too? I fixed the resolution issue. Hopefully nobody's encountering that same issue they were having yesterday. He is a dev for Pantheon. Yeah. Yep. I've watched a lot of the streams and stuff where he's playing with people. $20 times to the bees. Hell yeah. Good. Fixing stuff. Making more better. Yeah, he stopped streaming. Aw. Joppa. Kata. He runs with like Q and a couple other guys too. Not the bees. Ooh, Cudgel of Wrecking. Girdle of Restoration. I'll loot it. Fuck it. Cloak of Ferocity. Oh. I'm going to look at that. Tiny Jade. Not the bees. Whoa. Coffee up in here with the raid. What's going on, Coffee? How you doing, baby? How was your stream? How are you? Uh-oh. I might have mistook something. Oop. There we go. The latest and greatest partner of THJ Coffee. Stream was great. Hell yeah. What did you do? You might have to run too. If you have to run, that's great. That's fine. Make sure you get over there, click that little coffee name, and give that boy a little follow. Great solo self-found hardcore content. Space Brains. What classes were you working on today? Did you die? And are we laughing at the way Keston died again? Keston has apparently been killing off all of his hardcore characters as fast as humanly possible. I'm almost on T3 Pop Prog on the wizard character. Just Soul Row Tower left. Hell yeah. Sergeant, what's going on, Big Daddy? How you doing? Oh my god, the melee damage now feels so good. It just feels rewarding to auto attack. Good luck in time. Hopefully. I need another bracer. I need a ton of loot now because I'm leveling up so many characters, or not leveling, but I'm gearing so many characters now. Cleared VT with no skip. So that ate up a nice little chunk for the stream. Ooh, yeah. VT is still a slog and a half. Although, to be fair, I pulled like half the zone the other day and killed it all. What weapons are you using? I am using a Jagged Timeforge Blade and the Sword of Primordial Power. A lot of people will probably judge me based on the Sword of Primordial Power, but it has a relatively good ratio. And what I actually really like about it is that it has a runic proc, which when I stream, there's like a lot of situations where I'll pay attention to what you guys are saying, as opposed to, you know, what I'm doing on the screen. And that kills me a lot. But when I add like little items like that into the mix, I still do pretty good damage. And at the same time, I'm able to pay more attention to you guys as opposed to what's going on my screen. Heading out to make dinner for the pup and myself. Right on, dude. Hey, thank you for the raid. You take it easy, all right, bud? Newad, what's going on, buddy? Bubbo. Those of you who don't know as well, we've actually put together a guild, which I am currently not in. I need to make sure that I get this character flagged. We put together a guild called the Broken Ones. The idea behind the guild is that we're going to have sort of a mentorship program where people are going to be helping other people out, whether it's with progression, whether it's getting keys, whether it's just game knowledge, whatever. The idea is to sort of pay it forward. People are going to help one another out and hopefully make a better gaming experience for everybody on the server, rather than these poor new players who are asking questions in OOC and getting told, you know, maybe if you stuck it up your grandma's butthole, that would tell you how to, you know, find your spell vendor or whatever, you know. Doing some dailies in Ascension. Wow. Ooh, I haven't played Ascension WoW in a long time. Yeah, some toxic shit. Yeah. It's natural in any game that's like free, especially. You know, it's unfortunately that's just the nature of the beast. Ex-con Wrangler today. Papa, how you doing? I'm doing well. I'm feeling a lot better than I was yesterday. Just trying to get some stuff done. I want to finish a couple characters, like actually finish them now. I'm a little driven to get them to the top of their the best that they can possibly do. So I'm trying to get some gear, get some augs. I'm one legendary healing aug away from my prismatic scale of the elements. Feeling pretty good. Immature games, classic. Yeah. Trying to find the waypoint to Wrath Mountains. It's yeah, Dark Animist. It's right near the zone in for the arena. Oh wait, Wrath Mountains? Did you say Wrath Mountains or Lake Wrath? You said Wrath Mountains. I'm trying to think. I actually don't know where that is off the top of my head. Oh, it is in Lake. Okay. Yeah. There's one in Lake that is over by the arena. Yeah, okay. I was like, I don't know there to be one there. But I know with the way Talon is set up now, Soul Strike, thank you so much for the follow. With the way that it's set up now, you can actually see where they all are on Tyrell, or on the map rather. Close is either Fira or near the arena, yeah. Nice. It's been fun. 3 of us have been playing. We're really grinding out Mana Storm and just kind of learning what the server is all about. Hopefully catch a fresh season. Yeah, dude, I really enjoy the random seasons over there. That was a super fun game and super fun expansion concept. I mean, it really rings true of a lot of the same stuff that you're seeing over here on THJ. Did I put another? Okay, I did. I was like, wait, did I put another item in my power slot? Hi, hey Harambe. I learned that you have the most. You currently have the most channel points of any person on the stream. Congratulations. Yeah, just kind of it kind of feels like THJ just with an extra decade of dev time. Yeah, I mean they have a lot more people working on their project too, and their project is quite a bit like the content that they're working on is a lot newer. Yeah, that's it's. I got something cooked up for the end of stream, and it'll show off some fun stuff. I'm really excited. I'm tinkering with the stream so much, man. You guys have no idea. I implemented some placeholders right now for my starting screen and my ending screen. I actually am going to be making like a whole video for like a whole intro vid and a whole outro vid, and the outro vid is actually pretty cool. I've got some great ideas that are going to be implemented for that. Right now, it's just a matter of like putting in the placeholders so that I can actually do the work that needs to get done on like creating the videos and doing all that fun stuff. I didn't play THJ for a while, but these dot changes and updates on Shaman, etc., got me wondering things. It feels great, man. It honestly, I really like where the server's at right now. I think that melee is doing a little more damage than was intended, but I don't think that it's something that they're going to change or adjust. I am a little curious because I do feel kind of like because of where we're at, I do think that I think Gates might be a really easy expansion for people to go through. And so I don't know exactly how that's going to play out. Wondering about the daughter focus on poison using Ragebringer proc. Yeah. One thing I will say about Ragebringer is currently the tooltip is absolutely wrong. The tooltip says that it causes poison dots to do a 100% bonus damage, and it absolutely does not do that. 175% doesn't do that. It does increase the damage, but it's not by 100%. Honestly, could even just swap in Ragebringer for the proc. Yeah, I put it on my pets, honestly. There we go. Hey Stoic, what's your offhand at the moment? Gino, my offhand at the moment is a primordial sword of power, which comes out of the plane of Earth. It procs a pretty sexy little rune, which for me as a streamer allows me to not pay attention quite as much. It has good damage on it too, but really the big reason that I use this is actually has quite a bit of heroic strength and heroic dex on it too. But the reason I use this is because I like this rune. It makes it easier for me to not pay attention at times, like right there where I wasn't even auto attacking. Granted, if I'm not auto attacking, you're probably not helping me much, but it allows me to like carefree a little bit more, you know? So Rogue reduces target poison resist, increased damage. They take the Ragebringer 1.0, which is unique. Yeah, Dark Animus, one of the reasons that Shaman is so good in this build too is that you can actually double Malo things and you can make sure that things will take poison damage. So you can cast Malo, right? And you can put Malos on something, which means it doesn't get resisted, essentially. Whatever you're doing doesn't get resisted. It feels pretty good. Do click dots proc the AA simp? The AA simp. Are you Mango? Are you talking about the Shaman thing? Do I have a click dot? I do have a click dot. Here, we'll test it right here. Oh my god, it might take me 17 years to cast this fucking thing. All right, cool. We'll kill other stuff and we'll check on him at the end. I'm not casting any other dots or anything. I'm just going to go through and kill everything and leave the horse dude up. And we'll see if it procs. Why test digitally? They do at the moment. Not sure if it will stay. I don't know if that's busted or anything. Is that the thought, Kata? Is that it's like a little overpowered or anything? All right, so... Well, I mean, it didn't proc in that whole time. So I casted Rotting Bile, and it still hasn't procced. I will say the proc rate on Cascade seems to be way better than the proc rate on the Shamanistic Tongue. But with dots, it's hard to track if it was cast or was proc click. Yeah. I don't think it's so powerful of an effect or an outcome that it would be bad that it happened. I can't think of an interaction that would be like so dangerous. I suppose if you have a repose disc, and although if you have a repose disc, you're only proccing on the target. There are some AoE. I don't think there's any AoE proc dots though. What Harambe, listen. Kata gets mouth hugs for free, okay? That's how we do things here. Any word on if they are looking at any builds to be brought down in line, say Warmonk Beast? I mean, the one of the reason that a lot of those builds is busted is the repost issue. And that's one of the things that, you know, is obviously under review or subject to change, I guess. No, they're not. They're not. It's a little too overpowered to allow that to continue. And the fix they have for it is really good. So I don't know. Like they're not going to be gutting riposte, which is nice. I'm not going to lie. There's a part of me that wants to go back and try Mayo, but because I might be able to push him through now. What's the riposte bug? It's not even a bug. It's just it was an unintended consequence of oh, there's a necro clicky dot too. I'm gonna mess with that actually. When they jacked melee up so high, it really made riposte do a butt ton of damage. And because now you're getting that like massive damage boost and you're literally attacking like repeatedly outside of your normal action. So the problem becomes like you're putting out all these bonus hits and you're doing absolutely insane damage doing so. Some of the parses are like well over 100,000 damage. So they're definitely like well out of line of anything that should be in the game right now. But you know, why would we want to bring down Warmonk Beast? Stoked for solo self-found. Yeah, it's gonna be really good, man. The 2 Shaman, Hammer, Nagy, and Track. Let's just curb those changes and push official solo self-found hardcore sooner. I don't think you want that. Guy makes hardcore solo self-found character. Guy kills himself with bees. Guy makes hardcore solo self-found character. Guy kills himself with bees. Guy makes solo self-found character. Guy kills himself with bees. Yeah, they're able to kill Zeb and all his ads and everything like really, really fast. We're willing to live with the consequences. Just put a disclaimer in the AA. No, the bees. Moral of the story: solo self-found characters are allergic to bees. Oh, you're fine, man. You're fine. It is what it is. I still couldn't solo Zeb with your build? Really? That actually kind of shocks me a little bit. Huh? Huh? Aw. That's not a quintessence. I hate it here. Bong, 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 bong. I love how she like bounces. All right. You got all your friends here with you? I love her movement animation. Yeah, it's pretty goofy. On live, quintessence drop off any P3 mini boss, not just the final 2, but any consideration in doing the same here. Fogsley, they very specifically made it that way. They very specifically made it only drop off that boss. But that's an interesting question. That would be a good Q&A question, honestly. Which is going to happen, what, Thursday, 8 p.m. on Variety Void stream. Yeah. Yeah, that would be a good question for that. 8 p.m. What time zone? Eastern. 8 p.m. Eastern. The only time zone. U.S. East. Are there other time zones that I'm not aware of? Is that what? Ooh, I like your UI. What is that font size? The font size is 5, and the UI is Gear Core. You can find it right in the. It comes with the server. So if you just go Alt O and then you go Load UI Skin, it's right there, Gear Core. This was made by Zachary. It's pretty cool. You got like a little animation in here. It has your XP and your AA right there. I don't know. I like it a lot. I actually am going to have to harass the shit out of Zachary to come back and mess with it, because Cat has already put in a ton of new functions, and it's not using any of those functions, and it makes me sad. So I'm going to have to, I don't know what I'm going to have to do, but I'm going to have to be like, yo, Zachary, my boy, Shin, I need you. Come make work. If I knew anything about coding, I'd do it myself. But I don't know anything about coding at all. Like literally nothing. I imagine if I told Kata that I started coding stuff, he'd probably cringe. His butthole might pucker a little bit. I don't know. I guess for a long time in my life, I thought I actually had like the mind of like an engineer or something. I'm wrong. Absolutely not. Not even close. Not even real XML. I don't know what that means. Is it like, are you saying that it's really easy to learn and it makes a lot of sense and doesn't have like a bunch of fake words in it? It's such a bunch of pot. Listen, if I can get my own broken Stoic UI, oh my God, dude. And we'll have like the little Stoic thing there. Over, under on when it takes. So those are the questions that we don't want at the Q&A. Pro tip. Those are the ones we don't want at the Q&A. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you, and Kata, don't you dare say a freaking word about this. There's a lot of people who ask like baiting and leading questions in those Q&As. And the reality of the situation is like, there's really not a situation where trying to trick the devs into like saying things badly about Daybreak or anything, or not even trying to trick them, just trying to get their opinions on anything. And like, it's really not a good look or not a great way of doing things. Daybreak, we can thank Daybreak for even continuing to do TLPs and provide additional content for the game. And maybe they make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. I don't personally think that this is going to be a particularly great TLP. For me personally, in my humble opinion, they made a lot of decisions that they chose a lot of my least favorite rule sets. In fact, they chose pretty much every one of my least favorite rule sets. But like asking those kinds of questions, and I'm not even saying this isn't even in relation necessarily to what Bobby asked. It's more like there was a little bit of feedback after the last Q&A about like skipping questions and stuff. And it just reminded me that there was a handful of questions in that Q&A where people were like, this thing sucks. Why does this suck? And why did you make it suck? And why is it like, when are you going to make it suck less? And it's like, yeah, we're probably not going to pick that question to be asked and answered. Like, it's nothing personal. It's just, put it in perspective for yourself. Where can I get that's Shin, and that's in the Discord. The Shin Sparks or Shin, no, what is that one? Shin Nova? Shin something. All that Shin stuff is in the community tools section of the Discord. Keston's UI added to the default list. He's put so much work into his. That's cool. That's a really good point. I should see if Keston could teach me or show me how some of that stuff works. New ad. Little dingus. Yeah. No, Bobby, that wasn't a reflection of you. It's just your question reminded me of the Q&A. And like we had like a lot of baiting. Maybe it wasn't even intentionally baiting questions, but there were some baiting questions in there. Any chance getting you to bring up your stat window so I can snap a shot? Rule number 1, don't be a dick. Broken sucks. Nerf broken or we riot. Yeah. A little decorum, please. Yeah, that's all it really is. I mean, I just ask for respect. For like, you don't even have, like, just respect our guests and stuff. That's the most important thing. Treat each other with respect. I hate that cloak. I caved and loaded DDD on my bar chad neck. The new AA work very well. Nice. Yeah. I just want it. I want people. I don't like. All right. I used to be a parole officer. For those of you who don't know, I know scary things. The polices. But so one thing that I really don't like is I really didn't like spanking people for things that they didn't do that they weren't necessarily aware of. And I know that in some cases, like people are trying to get away with, you know, oh, I had no idea, whatever. And you can usually tell who's aware and who's not aware. But the skinny of it is, or the big and small of it is, I don't want to like spank anybody because they weren't aware of something. But on that same context, I do want to like make sure that, you know, people are being respected and people are having a good time. And if you want to be taken seriously, like you gotta also like make sure you're taking other people seriously. It's good. Honestly, this is a great community. There's a ton of amazing people. The devs are truly fucking awesome for like sitting down in a stream for an hour and a half to 2 hours every single week and like answering questions and stuff. I think that that's truly awesome. Nice. Can I check in? Can I check in with you? Ooh, okay. Did Aporia say anything about Doppel suggestions? I know it was just yesterday. So they are currently working on a couple of different things with Doppels. And none of those things I can talk about. I'm sorry. The Necroa is fun. Had a Saren and Terrace Thule pet follow me around. TZ. Terrace was massive. A gnome, smaller. Did Jeff Butler work on COHV? I guess I don't know what that question is. What do you mean, Mango? Also, hi, Mango. Never had the SK1 proc yet. I haven't bought it yet. Somewhere. Maybe I did buy it. Did I buy it? Maybe I did buy it. Huh. For some reason, I thought I skipped it because I was trying to like do AoE farming, and it's really not a conducive AA to AoE farming. Actually, like in a big way, it's not a conducive AA to AoE farming. Doppel fixes are finalized. I rewrote the spellcasting logic from scratch. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. There you go. Right from the mouth of babes. Hi, wife. You're beautiful. Really? Are you doing work or are you working from home tomorrow? Oh, lame. City of Heroes, City of Villains. Marvel Heroes Omega, baby. Marvel Heroes Omega. That boy is addicted to some Marvel Heroes Omega. Give that man a bag of cookies. I want a bag of cookies. Crap. I shouldn't say that. My dogs hear me say that word and I'm in trouble. And it's actually reasonably okay. Man, those words, never spoken like a politician better. It's actually reasonably okay. Kata, if you're okay with it and it's come out, I feel pretty confident in knowing that you feel good about it because I know you're very proud of the work you do. So if you think that it's worth releasing, I think that it's very likely that it's probably pretty damn good. Slowed. I freaking love this new Shaman. The heroic drinks are amazing. Yeah, they are. Hell yeah. That reminds me, I still need Dawn to make my cookie. Damn it. Tell Dawn to mail some up to me. You know what I'm saying? Release the Kraken. He's oh no, he's actually sleeping again. He was running around like a little maniac. He's been a cute little bugger today. He's been hilarious. With Doppels, is there any way of it copying your character model? Can it just be a female ogre model with Grow cast 4 times Bobby Flay? Can we get a sliding bar that allows us to select? That would be hilarious. Oh no, not the back, not the back. No. Oh, the forever stun. I probably should have healed myself sooner. God, I hate this guy. He's actually not that bad. I'm just being kind of lazy. I'm being extra lazy today. I just changed my UI big time to look closer to yours. Loving it. Hell yeah, C-Train. Someone actually asked me to use my character files. Like they wanted to use my like actual character file so that they could get given everything. But I don't know. That feels weird. Man, so far, not great loot. Make gnome doppels puntable again. Oh, no. When you play an enchanter and you project illusion, everything needs to be a gnome. It's the only way. Crap, I usually do Ralos first. Nope. Oh, that disease landed. All right. But I would really like to not be as fat anymore. Yeah, I can relate. Can the doppels also lift my gnome up so I can look down on the time bosses? I know. I just ate him. Make gnome doppels puntable again. Sleepy Frank is asleep over my shoulder at the moment. Hell yeah. Isn't that like an EQ Buffalo Bill situation? Listen, Furry Socks, you maybe you're not familiar, but I used to do a little Buffalo Bill impression myself. Yeah, kind of does, but it would get the placements correctly. Yep. Wouldn't go that far. I will be at work. Any chance of adding attack warder AA? Attack warders AA. I don't understand what an attack warder AA is. Kind of like, hey, send me your underwear so I can game like you. That one I'd be okay with. You know, if you want my underwear, that's fine. You know, I'll send you that before I'll send you my character files. You know what I'm saying? Just like using your friend's toothbrush. I've been using your Planes of Power guide video to help with flagging. I got to innovation and messed up. Forgot to unequip my Fagard, so I AoE'd the gnome. Well, C-Trains, word on the street is that gnome no longer, like, he respawns. So if you wait, he should respawn and you can finish the quest. Attack of the Warder. Ah, I see. I see. Get your own UI. I am actually going to learn how to do this XML thing. Now that Kata said it's in XML, I'm going to research it. I made a 3D donut. There's not much in this world. Ooh, legendary belt of temporal bindings. We do like this. It is very nice when we get these things. Oh, I'm so slow. Real talk, though. Now that I know that exists, I'm actually going to try and do that. Real talk. I might try and edit this UI or try and fiddle with UIs in general and see if I can do it. I taught myself how to use Blender and Maya. So, and now, granted, I haven't done a whole hell of a lot with it yet. My goal is to make a 3D rendering of my helmet avatar. We'll see if that actually happens or if that works. I don't think that that's going to be a super easy feat to jump on, but yeah. Let's see here. Let's make sure we have all our buffs up. Well, there was one that we didn't. Did you ever get your guild going? Yes, I did, Bobby Flay. I sure did. It's called the Broken Ones. It's up and running. I can do invites actually after a clear time if we want. Any member in the guild can do invites. So if anybody wants to volunteer or do that. Again, the whole goal, the whole idea behind the guild is to essentially pay it forward, you know, people helping other people out, community building. I want to live in a world where we all work together to, you know, accomplish our goals and things. So, you know, there's no reason my success needs to be on the back of someone else or, you know, anything like that. So, meh. I need an invite tonight if anyone is around. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, let's do the disease cloud. Bloop. Hail to the yeah. Next. I think I'll finally start streaming again once Solo so fast. Hell yeah, Bobby Flay. Hell yeah, dude. What's Polly been up to? I know I ask you this all the time. I like that guy. He was that dude's pretty straight forward, straight shooter. Pretty optimistic too, I thought, in a lot of cases. I actually didn't know, Bobby. I didn't know you streamed. Maybe I did know you streamed. I don't know. There we go. You're dead. Now you're dead. Now now you're dead. He's not an alt guy, so he's just full bis and pop, so he's kind of waiting for so. Oh, okay. Right on. That'll be a lot of fun. We should when the dungeon finder thing comes up, you know, we should definitely throw some stuff together. I would love to and that's maybe what we'll do is we'll do like some viewer dungeon finder stuff when that comes out. I think there'll be a lot of good times from that. Okay, that's a dead one. Oop. That's a dead one. That's a dead one. That's a dead one. And we can go back on Ralos. Man, this fight used to be really, really hard. We'll hit the disease again. It feels pretty good. Mom carrying me through time was a good time, but who really did the carrying? Mom? The hell you mean, Mom? Listen, I was fine. If that lay of hands wouldn't have landed, I still would have lived. You have no proof. Is Dungeon Finder bring your own whips and chains? Yes, so Dungeon Finder will be you basically form a group and then you're going to go and you're going to I mean the term queue it up comes to mind, but it's not. I don't think it's really queue it up. It's just kind of go and do the thing, do the damn thing. Wait, what the hell? I don't think I've ever been silenced before by him a day in my life. Well, that's a combo. Yeah. I did Hand of Piety at first, and you still almost died, so I had to burn Lay of Hands. Not true. Where's your proof? You have none. You have no proof. Nothing you can do. It's a shame. It's a shame that you have no proof. But, you know. Say lovey. Bard, Shaman, Mage. Bard, Shaman, Mage. Ah, it is interesting. DG designated Gimp. Wah, wah, wah. That's weird. I have like a weird little notification over on YouTube. Have you ever played Project Gorgon? No, I have not. Enchanter Warrior Bard thoughts. Enchanter Warrior Bard. I think that could be really good. I think that could be really stupid, actually. Like really stupid. Shield, one-hander. Shield, one-hander. The only thing... Because you'd probably want to do like the kelp hilted mace, but you would also want your resonance, like your singing resonance and stuff. So there might be some competition for some of your slots, but I think that could be a really fun flip stutter. I think that could be a really fun build. Feeling like a whole new man with this UI. Now I just need my combat to look as smooth as yours. Your frames seem higher. I run 60 FPS just because it allows me to cheat. I hope Kata left. Okay. So do you think they will ever consider putting in shield spec for SK? I would love nothing more to tell you what may or may not be happening. I can't. I would love to. Here's what I'll say. There's a plan. There are plans. I cannot tell you. I would love to, but I sadly cannot. What I can say is I'm really excited for what they have. And when that happens, it may change this build entirely. Oh, really, Cranium? Oh, really? Does Plane of Air, Plane of Sky, is that what you're talking about? Yeah, it works. Hey. This is what I get for not paying attention. I have to burn cooldowns. You're gonna have to stream more for me to stack up these channel points. Yeah, I'm sorry. That is not gonna happen. As it is, I can't get all the things done that I need to get done. That's why you need your cam on. You can say things without actually saying things. I can't though. That would still count. That would still violate an NDA, which I'm all set with. I prefer to keep that in good standing and therefore continue to be made abreast of said potential changes or lack thereof. Snack Beer, thanks for the pop progression video. Been relying on it heavily and finally made it to Plane of Fire, but I have to ask you why you waited for the Plane of Time section to talk about the dropped mats needed for the key. Someone doesn't watch ahead of where they are. So the reason I waited is because they had changed the Plane of Time about 4 or 5 times in the last week of the server, like right before pop came out. They had changed Plane of Time over and over and over, like the way that it was going to work. It had changed multiple times. And so I had recorded the entirety of the video, and then I recorded the entirety of the video again, and then I recorded the entirety of the video again, and then I just said, never mind, just kidding. I'm going to just drop this part that I know is good. And even then, some of that stuff changed too, but less of it changed. Plane of Time was fundamentally like flipped upside down towards the end of the development phase. And like the Plane of the Time that you know now is not what it originally was. They had all kinds of plans, and they hadn't like knuckling it down and making it work because there were so many different issues that popped up. Caused a lot of different like alterations on how it was released, and I wanted it to be content accurate, or as content accurate as I possibly could. One of the difficult things as a content creator is like making, like I spent well over 100 hours making that video, the first video. And then like having to go back and like delete and re-edit, and then go back and delete and re-edit and go back and delete and re-edit. It's an obscenely time consuming process. And I try to make it as accurate as possible to the content that you know, is there. And so, you know, I try to get it as close to release as possible, but I also, because it takes so many hours to complete, I can't wait till the day before of, but they can still make changes the day before of, you know. So it's difficult. It can be hard. Abreast. Yes. All the breast. Raina, thank you so much for the 28 raid. Oh my God, Raina, how are you doing? What's going on? How was your stream? What did you do? How beautiful are your glams now? Raina, Mystic, Blue Steel Wheels. Welcome, welcome, welcome. When I click refresh rate, no options show up. Do I have to use a different resolution? Oh. Display. Advanced. Frames per second. Right there, baby. I read through the crafting requirements and my ADHD brain said no to delayed gratification. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, I make, so there for a long time in my videos I was making like little jabs at Cat and Aporia because they would give me like the inside scoop on something, and then between the time, and we're talking like sometimes literally hours between the time of me making the video and them changing whatever it was, like I could make a video and then literally the next day it gets flipped upside down. And so I started throwing in these funny little jabs at them into my videos because it almost felt intentional after a while. But yes, here it is. It's right here. A lot of questions. Stream was good. Started the Ranger Rogue Shaman through time. Got through P4 and going to finish it tomorrow. Glam wise, I was going to look more into it tonight, but Nerd seems to have sent me some stuff. So I need to see what he sent. Nice. Awesome. Yeah, hopefully that helped. What do I need to do here? Do I need to do anything special? I don't think so. We have 2 of our cooldowns are down, which I'm not excited about, but whatever. I do usually keep a heal on my bar for this. But I think we'll be fine. No disease. He did not like the disease. Freaking hate this damn slow. It still happens too frequently, in my opinion, but it is what it is. I'm happy that they adjusted it some, at least, you know? Nope. Oh, God. What the hell just happened? We also discovered Raina's most popular class across her tunes is Druid. Shocker. That's not surprising to me. I'd be surprised if it was anything but that, honestly. I just don't know if auto attacking is worth it on this fight. Oh my God, what the hell just happened? I just took like a huge, like I go from full to empty. It's crazy. Usually I keep a heal on my bar for this purpose entirely. Clicking the shield feels really bad. I'm going to read a chat in a second here. I just got to actually pay attention. He's actually putting a whooping on me. There we go, Rabid Bear. And it's because I don't have like shielding augs and stuff like that. I really need to do shielding augs. I really need to clean up my act with this character. He can be so much more powerful, and I neglect the gear a lot of the time. Oh, hello, friend. What's going on? How are you? My face is still gone. Yeah, my face is. That's true. Damn you, face. Why are you gone? My God, why is he? He's like, I don't even know where that damage is coming from. He's also not slow. There it is. How good? How am I? I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Yeah. I'm just killing this giant, big, less-headed dragon thing. Because he keeps trying to murder my face, and I don't want that. Murdering my face, you know, is how we got no cam. So, oh my God, why? I don't know what's happening. He's like really belting it into me. He's creaming my corn, boys. Creaming my corn. No. There we go. All right. All right. We're way back here. Okay. Let's see here. When I click refresh rate, no options show up. We did that. Hey, Needen. Woo. Hey. Fair. Can plan for frequent changes. In reality, he made the video in 5 minutes and called it good. I wish, bro, Annie, that was the case. I wish videos only took 5 minutes. Sick, thanks. Nerd. Such a glam expert. He really is. I thought your motto was, what's a heal? Only when I'm grouped with you, Reyna. Only when I'm grouped with you. We also discovered Reyna's most popular class across her tunes is Druid. True. Slow is one of those mechanics that 100% shouldn't exist. The warp the entire game around them existing, and it's not fun. New ad? No. Being that Shaman is one of my favorite classes in the entire game, no. Warmonk Beast, I cry every time there is an attack speed curse. Looking at you, Storm comment, my bank balance due to fungi curse pots is sad. Aw. It's the bee's knees. We do like bees, and we do like their knees. Cream his corn. That's right, Blue. You don't have any shielding? No, Beaker. I don't have any shielding. Thanks for that. I do appreciate you pointing out my my indiscrepancies. My less than manly my less than manly shielding stat is lacking for sure. I swear it's 6 inches. Quorum stacking heroic strength. Yeah, it's true. I finally caught a live one. What's going on, Dalmanar? How you doing? Windy, what's up? My ears just burned. Nerd, Reyna was just talking shit about your glam game. I don't know why. I told her that wasn't very nice and she shouldn't do it, but she did it anyway. Would have said hi earlier, but killing Carrot. Yeah. Posted a pic in Broken's Disco of the final glam. Hell yeah. Also, did you just allow that puppy to slow you the entire time? Yeah. I don't spamming the shield and having like 5 seconds in between not being slowed is still not great in my opinion. I just stack the dots and let him die. Shaman are still a ton of fun without slow, at least in good eras of the game, maybe not pre-70. Well, considering pre-70 is where a majority of my gameplay happens, it might just be an inch, but it's an angry inch. It's a very capable inch, okay? Ow. Well, legendary spool of time. Can't complain about that. What is that worth? Really now? No, that's not actually all that much. The new AAs are pretty cool, but dots need a damage buff. So Howlberry, no comment. Listen, there may or may not have been some accounting issues. That's all I'm going to say. There may or may not have been some accounting issues. One click cures the slow. What? Of the shield? One click of the shield cures the slow? Since when? Shield spec and dot buff confirmed. First of all, no shield spec. One click does not cure the slow. Yeah, it's like, I think it's like 6 clicks, right? I love that she has like this aura around her that if you keep walking closer, it gives you this little text message. If you make a macro. Oh, if you make a macro. We don't do that here. We're allergic to macros. I need to make macros. I really do. But no. If you make a macro, Chris. If you only, it's only once every 30 seconds, worth it to me. They nerfed the dot crits, so the damage is about the same or lower. That they didn't nerf the dot crits. They didn't actually do that. The issue is that the bonus that they implemented may or may not have only applied to the min damage. Whoops. Apparently, there are 2 places in the coding where you have to change, where you actually have to change the like damage ratios. There's like 2 locations for the dots. And so maybe on the low end it got changed, but maybe not on the top end it got changed. Oops. Can anyone explain how strike through works? As a war cleric monk, I can reach 100% through AA. Does this mean I can't be parried, dodged, or riposted? Yeah, basically. Dot crits were nerfed by some people's standards or nerf. I don't. So Kata, like, I don't understand where, like, now I know how you feel when I talk about coding. Because like sometimes people will be like, man, there's this thing. Who was it? It was yesterday. It was yesterday. I can't remember. Somebody asked me a question and my response to them was literally like, that can't happen. And I felt like you for a moment. I legitimately felt like you. At some point, code there got messed up and the crit chance was tried twice. So it could crit and then it would try to crit again. You know what I just thought of? I just like bricked this character for the day. I shouldn't have done time when I did. Because now I can't do anything else with him. Because I want to save that Zeb cooldown for later. He's still a little under poofed. I need to clean this up. This is atrocious. Let's see here. Salandrite. Oh man, I'm so sad. I totally bricked this character and I need to do water still. I need to do fire still. Whoops. Oh well. C'est la vie. That's why some dot ticks were normal, some were big, and some were really big. Ooh, hot. I like the really big ones. Miss Hyde, how are you doing? What's new with you? What's going on? How have you been? Have you been stuck at work? How dare you fix bugs? Hold the DZ on another tune. I can hold it. Oh, that's a good call. Well, can I return to it even after I pop another DZ? Hold on. Hold, please. I said I was going to do guild invites too. So let me do a little thing here. Let me do a little thing here. I'm good. I was put on call today, so did a lot of cleaning, working out, and errands and appointments. Nothing new besides Doom. Doom feels really good. Doom feels really good. Hey, if you guys want an invite to this guildy boy, I'm right here. I'm going to do guild invites. I'm in 14. By the way, you guys want to know a little secret? If you guys go to 14, every time you log in and every time you teleport, it'll take you to 14. I don't know why. Don't abuse this too bad because I like 14. This is my home. It's so hot right now, Doom. It is. It looks really good. I'm not going to lie. How do we change the shard? You type in, so you type like that. Hey there. Hello. Because you're re-entering a DZ that you were at the same point, you enter. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Happy to have you. I said that in Mugato's voice from Zoolander. Oh, Doom. Okay, got another one. Got another one. Hell yeah! Look at all these. Look at these amazing names. Did I get you? Did I not get you? Boop. There we go. Hell yeah. Oh, that's you? Daemonium. Look at you. Look at this Daemonium. I'm on TV. Hi there. I'm on TV. Miss Hyde, are we still on for some Elden Ring? Oh, yeah. I made my normal guild name. I forgot. Whoops. I didn't realize I was in one. Lols. He's missing his skin. Ah, who needs skin? Hell yeah. All right, let's see. All right, I need to log my other character in. I need to flag that other character. I need to have that other character invite Indomitable. I de-guilded. Get me in. Where are you? Where are... Oh, wait. I need to move. Duh. Very frustrating. There we go. And then where are we here? Right here. And then grab you. Oh, look at them all. Look at them all. Crikey. There's a lot of people here. That's a really terrible accent, and I'm sorry. Sometimes it just happens, okay? I really didn't mean to. I was not trying to sell anybody Lucky Charms, okay? Man struggling hard, hit level 30 on my Ranger Rogue Druid, and AA is so slow, averaging 1 AA every 3 to 4 minutes in City of Mist. Advice to make this feel better. Ranger Rogue Druid. Facts. Are you running around shooting arrows at stuff? Is that how you're doing it? Tested. Boom. Tested gotten. All right. We got... Now I need to... 1 AA per 3 or 4 minutes. Yeah. Listen, Kata, some of these people are real addicted, okay? and they want, if they can't get 90 AA a minute, there's a problem. All right. Then it's not happening fast enough. They need it faster. To be entirely clear, get headshot, go to Dulac, loot gems, and you'll get rich in AAs. Yes, but I actually also think that you could utilize the damage shield from the druid to a better... You'd have more luck utilizing the damage shield on the druid than you would using headshot. So I think you could be pulling entire zones and utilizing the damage shield to live and kill stuff. Faxius, I don't know who you were asking or who you were talking to, but there are definitely people, who will tell you, like, if you're not getting, 9 million AA in half a second, that you might be doing it wrong. Love you, Xiao Xiao. It's no fun if I don't get to tease you sometimes. If I had my way, 3 to 4 minutes per NA is the absolute optimal XP rate, is beyond the wildest expectations. Enjoy the journey. It's in the name. I get 100 A clearing first, 3 Xiao catching strays. Oh, it's not a stray. That was aimed directly at him. There was no stray there. That was literally, teasing is my favorite part. That's it. That's exactly it. A friendship. If we can't have banter, then what can we even have? Right? 9 million, not 10 million. Xiao, keep up. That was a targeted missile indeed. Indeed it was. Okay. Honestly, I don't think, my personal feeling, I know, obviously Kata's telling you where expectations would be or should be. In my humble opinion, as someone who played the game or played the server from release when, getting 90 AA an hour was like considered obscene. Like if you were able to get 90 AA an hour, you were considered like a god. And now people are getting like 80 to 90 AA in a pull. I think if you can get, if you can get a reasonable amount of AA, if you can buy a few skills an hour, I think that's probably about what feels good or should be the expectation. And do stuff, man. Just do stuff. Do stuff in the game. Don't just like stop and be like, I need to focus all of my time and energy into getting AA. Just push limits. That's what makes it more fun for me. And you get AA along the way. Mess around. Fadaddle. Okay, I think we're good here. I think we got everybody. I think we made everybody a member. Also, the access. Let's make sure this saved. Members invite. Okay, hopefully this window actually works. Push it to the limit. The limit. What? Push it to the limit. Teasing is my favorite part of friendships. That was a targeted missile. 9 million, not 10 million. My SK War Rogue has been using 2 times Ragebringer, but finally doing other epics. Almost done with SK. Last trip to the hole before COM. Well, make sure you hang around the hole as much as possible, Dark Animist, if it's going to be your last time there. Giggity. I'm just following the recommendations in the leveling path guide in the FAQ. It says to lock at 30 and get... Is that what it says? Wait, really? Kata. Do I need to track down Drake and kick him in the nut? That's a terrible idea, Faxis. That may have been the way back in the day. Poet. I'm a poet. But that certainly is not the that shouldn't be the expectation or the norm. I don't think there should be like a get to this level and get so many AAs. I think that it has a lot. If you're going to min-max it, I don't even think that going to level 30 and then getting all the AAs is even the proper path. It really depends on the class build that you have, how quickly that you can do it, and how powerful you are and when you need AAs. There's a lot of like misconception, and a lot of people have a lot of feelings about, you know, oh, you should do it at this point or you should do it at that point. But the reality is depending on your build really will make the difference as to when you really want to stop and get them and like mass farm them. Otherwise, poopy. Like there are obviously some builds where you absolutely are going to need certain AAs in order to like efficiently move forward. Slay paladins come to mind. But outside of those specific circumstances, I don't think that it's really the same thing, you know? Any interest in making access open for people? Yeah, actually, I like that idea. Let me change that right now. I don't care if people can change their notes. Let's see. We can go through this right now real quick. What do you think the AA breakpoint is for most builds? It's all over the place. I don't think it's about a number. I think it's about skills, like certain skills that you really want to make sure that you get a hold of and like lock onto. I think that like, you know, for a long time, like Doppelganger, IOG, Slay, Rage of Ralozek, Bloodlust, Spellcasting Fury, you know, Improved Destruction, Frenzied Devastation, Improved Frenzied Devastation, things like that are way more important and way more vital than looking at it from a standpoint of like get 1,000 or like get 700 or get 150. Like, I think that you have to look at it much more from a like get this AA, then get this AA, then get this AA. And maybe your gear is better. Like maybe you twinked a character. Like then you don't need to focus on the survival AAs early on. You can focus on these damage AAs. And realistically, I think a majority of people should look at it like, hey, I have, you know, all this twink gear on my character. I'm just going to focus on damage AAs until I start feeling squishy. And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to start focusing on survival AAs until I feel like I'm good there. Yeah, I mean, you can say 1,500 makes a majority of builds work, but I'll tell you, there's some builds that still don't work with 1,500 that have a long ways to go. There's some builds that you almost feel power every single AA you spend. There's other builds where it tops out very early. It all depends. You get your gimmick at 30 and then you go to 56. Wait until Soul Cell Found hit and people are going to love the rate it is now. Oh my God, yeah. My last two ults, I didn't even get 1 AA until I get to 56, just farmed them in DN. Yeah. That's probably the fastest way of doing it, honestly. What do you think the AA breakpoint is? Stop at level 5, get Dire Charm. Ogre. 1,500 is the... No, Ogre, you got to get a Mage Epic at level 1, cast the Mage Epic, and then class swap to another class and have your Mage Epic out. Nerfed. 1,500 generally is a majority of what makes most classes work. Prioritize approach depending on playstyle. Hope it's going well. ZBrush, what's going on, big dog? Speaking of people who have influenced me in my creator path, there's a guy right there. I learned how to donut because of that guy. Fierce bastards, huh? Only these fierce bastards. Joaquin. How you doing, man? How have you been? How's your fence? AAing at level 1 feels amazing. Yeah, Osiris does it. He's a psychopath. Do I recommend that to other people? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Glazed donut? Yeah. It actually is a glazed donut. And it has chocolate over the top. You are a masochist. You don't count, nerd. Yeah, exactly. That's the same thing I say to Osiris. He's like, I did it. And I'm like, yeah, because you're a psycho. Malik had, okay, for those of you who don't know, Malik for the longest time had the highest amount of veterancy AAs for like the first 3 expansions. And it was absolutely savage. It was like, it was insane the amount of stuff that that he was putting in to make that stuff happen. And then he's like, yeah, well, I have this stuff. And it's like, yeah, because you're a nut. Yeah, you achieve that because you went so hard. No one can compete with that. Let's see here. What am I looking for? This one and then, oh wait, was that? No, that wasn't what I want. This one. There we go. And look, Miss Hyde, this is actually the best that I can do because this one has no calories. Absolutely zero calories. All right. Is there anybody else who's looking for it? Oh, wait. No, we were going to do this. We were going to do access. People wanted to change their notes. Oh, Kata, if you're still here, housing when? Housing when? When can we count on housing? Look at all these fierce bastards showing up. Lots of fierce bastards. I need my housing, man. Let's see here. Bank. We don't care. Edit public notes. I don't care about that one. Wait, does this allow you to change other people's notes? I actually don't care that much. There's one for your own note. Oh, okay. Recruiting settings, chat see, chat speak, members, demote. Is there? I only see the public note. Yeah, I only see the public note. If I could have a superpower, it would be the ability to change the macros on any food item. Yeah, you and me both. Chicken parm. Yeah, no, that's healthy food. I'm still not worried. Just people don't be stupid. Don't put any like derogatory nonsense in there, and I don't care otherwise. All right, everybody can invite. We got all that set up. We got all that. Oh, I did want to promote. I'm here for the guild invite party. It's spreading. Where are you? Oh, I was invisible. Spreading. All right, got you. Where is the spreading? Guild invite spreading. Gotta be in zone shard 14. Jelly beans have what your body needs. Oh, jelly beans. Yuck. So over jelly beans. Give me more legendary Easter baskets. I just want to be able to tag myself as Dark Animist so folks are looking for me. They know which tune I'm on, etc. Yeah, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Spreading. There you are. There you go. Gotcha, baby. Boom. All right. And then I want to raise. If anybody is online right now and has desire to, we are looking for like mentors. So basically people who are willing to help other people out specifically. so that if I say eventually the plan is going to be, if you see an officer or somebody with an officer title, you're going to be able to message them and ask them questions about the game. Ask them about what's what. Anybody in the guild can help you out, but like people, I want to identify specific people who are good at communicating with people and who have a lot of patience, who are willing to help out your fellow men and women who are playing the every quest in learning how to play the game and figuring out the ins and outs and the whatnots and the whodunits. I see a big old ogre in the distance. Do you see that big old ogre? I see that big old ogre. I'll take a tag, that tag when I join. Okay, awesome. Oh, I'm looking for a lot more than a few good men. 5 guys is just not enough. Ice cream, also healthy. There you go. But it's a problem when need lockdown. Officers could always be asked to do them. Yeah. I'll leave it open for right now. And if it needs to be locked down, then we'll lock it down. I'm not going to close the gates before we need to. So clutches pearls. Hey, you got to watch out, man. Void might take those pearls from you. There we go. Promote. All right. Do we have anybody else that's on their way out here? Anybody else who's on their way out here before I switch this over? Actually, I suppose I could just leave this character right here. Just leave her right there for now. I'm making my way to you. Okay, excellent. Would love to join, but in time at the moment. Yeah, that's not a problem. Any member can invite too. We do have it open invites. And I will say the only rule is don't be a dick. Be respectful of your fellow guildmates. Be respectful of people on the server. And that's at the end of the day, that's all I really care about. Don't be a dick. And be helpful when you can. Pay it forward. Take care of people. I'm going to be building a guild bank built of Syrah keys, sleeper keys, some other stuff. And if people want to contribute to that, they're more than welcome to. If not, then they don't need to. But the idea is that we would have some basic stuff to help people get rolling. Maybe like an Odelic vial or something, or a couple of Odelic vials hanging around. So that, if people need that kind of thing, they can get that relatively quickly. That is such a difficult standard. Yeah. Well, Faxius1, thank you so much for the follow. By the way, that Prime Sword offhand is going very well. Great. Awesome. I enjoyed it a lot. Okay, let me invite this nerd to my DZ. Add player. And then I will quit. And now I can go do other stuff. Excellent. All right. If anybody does want an invite, are you guys in a specific shard? We are in 14 HD. Any wait to get my idyllic vial on? Oh, yeah. Zone shard 14. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. All right. We are going to go run off, and I'm going to leave that character right there so she can do invites. So she's there. Just say something in chat when you're there, and I'll grab it. I would say if I saw you, but unfortunately she's just going to thunder AFK due to the way the AFK thing works. So let's see here. We are going to do water. The official shard for guild until further notice. Yes, 14. The Broken One's official shard. It's ours because it's broken. It's broken because if you look, it always says that there are 0 people in it. And for whatever reason, it's the only zone that I have found that if I go to, if I purposefully click over there, every time I go back to the bazaar, it puts me in 14. It's the only one that works that way, but I like it. Yeah. Let's see. Guild. Guild invite. And guild invite. There you go. Yeah, not a problem. We need to get some more of these. More of these sweet, sweet rings, ranglangs. All right. Let's see. Actually, you know, I don't check to see what's up in open world enough. He's not up. These guys aren't up. Oh, shit. I am now a broken one. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Congrats. Welcome. Welcome. I mean, not that. Definitely not that. I don't know. The idyllic vial, I hadn't even thought about solo self found and hardcore and getting the idyllic vial. That's going to be a fun one to do. All right, let's see. That's the fish. We've got 3 named up. Nice. 2 here. This one. Brachus is in front of you when you get a chance. Yeah. Boop. There you go. Pottery is super easy to get to where it's trivial. I need to do a lot of that stuff. I wanted to make a trade skiller very soon. Nice. 2 rings, 1 kill. Oh, dude, that's awesome. Is there a named over here? I don't see one. No rain, no named over here. All right, we'll kill this whole room. Man, there's a ferocious barracuda. There's all kinds of stuff in here, huh? Look at all these guys. They're everywhere. Sneak hide is the best. I don't care what anybody says. Two rings and 1 kill. Why is Odilic Vial going to be hard solo stuff out? It's just a bunch of drops and a little partery. Yeah, well, right. It is. That's exactly why it's going to be hard, is because previously, you know, you could just pass it to your, like, one person could do it and you could just pass it around to your buddies. And, you know, obviously that's not going to be the case anymore. You're not going to be able to just grab one and then have everybody just kind of circle jerk around the old Odilic Vial. In my day, this is what we did. We all shared the Odilic Vial. We didn't even use protection. FD and Shroud of Stealth. Yeah, there you go. Sneak hide is addicting. It is for sure. What ring are you after? Moss encrusted band, my friend. Moss encrusted band. Very high strength, very high dex. It is all of the real good. Pants. Seaweed woven leggings. In addition to that, you can get a chance to get interesting. In addition to that, you can get a chance to get whatchamadangit there. The plankton sword or whatever, or the coral sword rather. Ooh, that is a legendary coral shard. And the Kelpilted mace as well, which is also really good. And then I've been killing Kornev so that I have a chance at getting the Crucible as well. Even though that fight is really annoying because those stupid little guys that are all over the room are annoying. Did they fix bees? Not yet. It's on test though. The fix is done. They just need to reboot the server to get it rolling. I must have good. I got all the drops first runs through elemental planes. I want to just say crafting is no fail. Yeah, crafting is no fail. That's right. Real quick, I just want to see right over here. Okay, no named. Yeah. Okay, whatever. We'll go kill Big Dumb. Never mind. I looked it up. I'm not lazy. Hydrotha drops it. Fish Lord Lazam. Hey there, Fish Lord. You doing fishy stuff? Yeah, you doing fishy stuff, you little fishy fish. This little squid right here. Boop, this guy. And he blinds you too. It's exciting. It's a good time. Everybody really enjoys being blind. I really liked the answer they gave in the last Q&A about blinding Fury. Someone was like, can it not blind you? That would be great. Cat is like, yeah, it can snare you instead. Wait, what? No. It was pretty funny. It's just like, oh, you're offended by it doing this one thing? Wait, hold my beer. Let me make it really offensive. The screen broke. Oh, no. And ring. Oh, Van Bracer, chain sleeve, and a lot of dumb. A lot of dumb. I've only gotten one of those so far. And I'm not sure what character I want to claim it on. All right. Let's see here. No named in that room. So we can skip the first one. I'm looking to make a lazy Saru farmer and come up with mage, shaman, necro. What would fit the bill? Any suggestions? I mean, that's really good. Bard surprisingly goes well against Saru in most cases as well. Did I just one-shot that thing? Did I just one? Wow, I just one-shot that named. That is crazy. Oh. Duh. I moved it under there for some reason. Oh, because I was having people copy it. Yeah, I don't know. What do we think, guys? What do we think? Easiest Saru killing build. Mage, Druid, Enchanter is lazy Saru farmer. Working in Ranger to bypass the damage shield could be fun. If Ranger did like big kid damage, I would say yes. It's like, it's one of those things where it is really nice. It's just Rangers. I can't even kill Saru with Mage, Druid, Enchanter. Haha, I have no idea what I'm doing wrong. I die every time. Uh-oh. Maybe that's something that we should do. That's got to be on the table, but it can't be the thing that I do like right off. But maybe we should do like a how to kill Saru, or like, this is Saru. This is how you put him in the dirt, like put his pee-pee in the dirt, you know? And then we go and we're like, hey, this is this other boss. This is how you put his pee-pee. We go do like Zeb or something. This is how you put his pee-pee in the dirt. The only thing that worries me about doing builds like, or doing videos like that, is that adjustments get made and those videos get made irrelevant really quickly. Not that they take like a huge amount of time to make, but I don't want to have like a bunch of videos out there that are just in the wild and aren't really relevant. I like making videos that are relevant for a duration. His AoE kills me. His AoE. Oh, you mean like his rampage? Since the Shaman curse isn't a slow, it should work on even the unslowable. Yes, it does work. 10 confirm. I have already done it. How does Ranger mitigate DS? Ranged attacks, bow attacks, do not trigger damage shields. I haven't gotten there yet, but gonna roll with my SK Sham Rogue when I get there. Hell yeah. Or Riposte, that's true. Yep. Do it on 2 or 3 builds, a top end build, a rock solid build, and then maybe try it on a tune under gear. Just an idea. That's a good idea, Kama. That is a good idea. Okay. Blech. Oh, hey, look, guys, I have an animated corpse. It's my fishy. All right. Hide, corpse, looted. We got too many things packed on top of each other. Ooh, I'll loot these. I can't loot you. There we go. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is a coral-hilted Talwar. I got a legendary one of these last night, too. Boop. Mine. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's 2 in 2 days. I'll take it. All right. Now we're going to go this way, and then we're going to go this way, and then we're going to swim directly across. And then we're going to look and see, is there a protector in here? I don't see a protector. I don't see a named in there either. All right, cool. I guess we're going to go right over here. We're going to kill the named, and then we're going to go into the deep. Broken, I need that Talwar for a quest. Oh, do you? For a quest, eh? Is that what you need it for? Is that what you need it for a quest? Is it a quest to get 4,000 AAs? Is it a quest to... What is it a quest for? Is it the quest to my heart? Oh, maybe. Could be. Let's see. Used to be good. Saru, before they murdered him. Before they reached out into his soul and they murdered him. I feel that my Sarubo just poofed one day and I haven't bothered replacing it to kill him. Having one tracking skill I can't raise is mildly amusing. I wish they made an AA to boost it. Animus. You mean this AA right here? This one right here called situational awareness that has 5 levels. Is that could be the AA that you may or may not be referring to? It is in fact the quest for 4K AA. I have 550 at the moment. Oh shit. I think did I put something in the what do I need to level? Here, let me put this here. Consume experience. And then do this. Cough. It is an important quest. It sounds like an important quest, frankly. Are you dying to your B dots? I am not personally dying to any B dots. I am immune. Oh, man, we're starting to get quite a little collection of things here. There we go. Oh, I know. B dot should get... it's going to be fixed on the next patch or the next, like, when they bring the server down and bring it back up, it's going to be fixed. There will be glory. You had a mini patch when I launched saying was fixed. Is it on the Discord? Did they announce? Did they do a little announce-ish? A little announce. Oh. No. Yeah, that's probably like a DLL upgrade. Mine just said known issues. There was a pop-up with 4 bullet points saying it was fixed. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Oh boy, that's a lot of little goob nuts. Come here, goob nut. Fixed on test, awaiting reset on server. Yeah, that's what Kata said earlier. I am unwilling to test. I have to delete my character if it lands. Yeah, coffee. That makes sense. How was your dinner, bud? Ooh, look, we got a pet. Man, can you imagine? Like, can you imagine how bad or how big of a mess that would be if like that would have launched with solo self-found and hardcore? Can you even wrap your head around the like amount of people who would just instantly like my character died to bees. Need reset. Character died to bees. Dude. Ugh. Oh man. I'm not like they would. I feel like they'd be justified in being upset about it, but I also feel like I also would feel as though that the amount of work needing to be done in order to rectify that issue is just holy Jesus. Oh, my solo self bot. Yeah. I mean, that is why no season till January. Yeah, that's true. It is true. I mean, he was very specific with that being a concern and a thought. I mean, I will say, like, I do think that as soon as we get the opportunity, we're going to be breaking the crap out of solo self-found and hardcore and all that stuff very quickly. Insert not the bees. Yeah. I do feel like it's very thematic. We should put it in there. There needs to be a bees channel redeem. No, the bees. Maybe before they fix it, I need to like kill myself with bees and then film it, you know? All right. I think, oh, nope, there's a bunch more. Man, these things are annoying. There's so many of them too. Oh, nope. I see you back there. How are the I think they're pretty good. I think most of the changes actually feel pretty great. There is a little bit of an accounting error with the dots, but you know, they're on it. They've got it figured out, and that'll be implemented at some point here in the near future, I'm sure. There's got to be more that I missed. Where the hell are they inside of him? Where the hell are they? These aren't the ones I have to kill. We do have a bunch of pets now. It's kind of hilarious. Oh, there he is right there. Where the hell was he? He's like right behind me. Oh, weird. It like wouldn't let me target him. That was really bizarre. Like I could only see him at certain angles. Chronostrum is a proc. I know there's a melee proc. I'm guessing spellcasting one, but nobody seems to know exactly what they do. Yeah, it's an AoE. It's a small little AoE. Completed my Planet Nightmare flag earlier, so I feel better about myself. LOL. Couldn't kill that Tyrant Nightmare Gatekeeper Cavalry, but killed Terrace easy enough. Yeah, those are actually, that guy that's outside is actually a 1.5 quest NPC. So yeah, there's a reason you couldn't kill that guy. Oh god, I just had a thought. Zegany fight with SK Necro little buddies spawning as you killed all the ads. Yeah, exactly. There's so many different things that are super cool about this. Was definitely a very flavorful change. I'm happy about it. Is there any way to set my other pets to assist my mage pet? There is. There is, in fact. Can anybody give him that command while I fight Cornav really quick? You're basically going to tell your pets to assist. Give me one sec. Oh, did they disappear? They disappeared. Hell. Yeah. Kelpline Mantle, Hammer of Crushing Waves. Ooh. A little fish. I fish. Pet command assist all. Yep, that would be the one. Pet command. No, you're good. You're good here. I'll even copy what you said. I'll copy your name and everything so you get credit. Control C. Boop. There, look. See? All right, let's see. What do these guys got? Ah, that's crap. What do you got? Bunch of runes. I need to clean this guy's inventory now, too. It's gotten out of control again. We were being so good for so long, and now it looks like this. We did so well, and then we let it go, and those are jelly beans. This is actually not a terrible mace. It's not a great mace either, but if you don't have a lot of money, this is actually a nice little poor man's mace. Okay. Let's see here. We'll do fire next. Speaking of jelly beans, when does the end of the event tally reward thing happen? That's a great question, and one you are going to have to get an answer from Porian Kata. I imagine the answer is soon, TM. I don't think that they plan on like dragging it out any longer than they have to, but it's up to you. Next big patch. So the next big patch isn't coming until like next month. So I mean, maybe. Solo self found. I can actually tell you when that's coming out. That's well, actually, they changed that. Hold on. Oh yeah, for sure gonna make new tunes. Definitely 10 out of 10. Going to be making new tunes. Fire. We were going to go to fire. And I was buffing. So the solo self-found hardcore, they figured out some pretty sweet tech that they can get into it. And so that may or may not have delayed things slightly. They talked about it in the last Q&A about whether or not it was going to be an issue or not. And if it's hardcore only, it's not hardcore only. You can do solo self-found, you can do solo self-found hardcore, you can do hardcore, or you can do any combination of the three. There's like a little bit of lag. Mayo 2.0 hardcore solo self-found. Fuck, man. Tulab. How are you doing, Tulab? Coffee. Can you tell me what the date is on your vacation? I feel like there's a big variation for mid. Like the 15th? Oh, okay. You should be good. I think you'll be good. Well, never mind. I'm going to talk to Kata. I'm going to pay him some money, give him some mouth hugs, and say, listen, I hear One Morning Coffee is going on vacation. If you guys could go ahead and release it on that day, that would be great. Okay, thanks. Hey, Broken, any word on when possible reboot will be? Fly fishing, what's going on? I don't actually know right now. I know they're working on a couple of different things. And once they get those things locked down, then we should know. Yeah, mouth hugs. That's true. Making broken solo builds is fun, but I really enjoy making synergistic builds with another person. Hell yeah. We love mouth hugs. What class combo are you running? I am running Shadow Knight Rogue Shaman. This has been my fun build for quite a while. Although I can actually play my broken character that I'm really looking forward to playing. Froggy. When I say broken, I mean his name is broken. He's a warrior necro shaman, and he's actually good now. So I'm excited about that. Those of you who've been around for a while know that if you came to my stream in my early days, you would frequently find me going off on some kind of rant about how dots are terrible. I am super excited, elated that they are no longer in that category. So I'll actually be working on that build pretty soon. And I will be playing that. I will be leveling that build, and I will be putting that build up to its absolute best possible place it can be. Really, really genuinely excited about playing that build. And with the changes to Rage of Rallo-Zek soon, oh my God. It's going to feel so nice. It's going to be delightful. Absolutely delightful. What changes? Oh, it's getting nerfed into the ground. No, I'm just kidding. So Kata has figured out how to decouple spells and whatnot from the server tick. So if you play with Rage of Rallo-Zek or you play with Bloodlust, you would know that it's very dependent on the duration is very dependent on the server tick and like when you cast it versus when the server tick happens. Oh, nice. Hell yeah. And so he has found out a way to decouple this from like these things no longer have to coexist. So now Bloodlust can actually get its full duration and Rage of Ralozek can actually get its full duration without having to worry about the server tick, which is probably one of the coolest freaking things ever in the universe. Do you have a Wiz character? Would you ever make a Wiz-based character? I have a Wiz character. It's a Paladin Enchanter Wizard, and I love it. That is also another character that I've been tinkering with that I really enjoy. Should help Warlord's Fury too. Yeah, it should. It'll help a ton of things, actually. Like, there's not... Rage of Ralozek and Bloodlust are the only two, like, really big things that I know a lot of people care about. There's a lot of other things that will also be affected, which is very, very exciting. It's going to change. It's going to flip a lot of things upside down, which is great. It's going to make a lot of builds that used to be viable again. A lot of people are going to be interested in playing. Hell, I'm actually interested in playing a Beast Lord now. Once the change goes in, I'll be interested. I like Bloodlust is insanely powerful, but I absolutely detest the mechanic that you have to sit there and babysit the server tick. I don't like that. And especially as like a streamer, having to stare at chat and then also trying to keep track of a timer sounds like punching myself in the face. And I'm good. I heard someone, maybe it was watching Coffee Stream, but Dispel on Charm should be removed. Dispel on Charmed. Superman, can you be a little more specific with NPC Dispel to PC Charm Pet? Yeah, Dispel should be removed. Don't get me started. Oh, is this a troll? Is somebody trying to troll you, Coffee? I'm on my first character, which is Beast Shaman Warrior. The server tick thing is so annoying. Roars last like 4 seconds sometimes. Yeah, C-Train, no joke. What are your thoughts on an Ixar SK Druid Beast? Now, given the new changes, freaking awesome. I think SK and Druid are going to be a really great combo to put together. And Beast is going to be really great as well. I think that's a really, really awesome, amazing combination. Do it. Do it. Just do it. No. Keep dispels in game. Charmed pets can't be dispelled now. Like, are you talking about like your pet being dispelled from being charmed, or your pet casting dispel, or just mobs dispelling in general? I mean, you can get clickies though, right? Are we bricked in fire? Always, Omni. How are you doing, bud? Mobs dispelling in general is so dumb. So you're saying you need more of it. Am I hearing this correctly? Ooh, nice. Boop. I've been really lucky with the polished eggs of rage. It's just dumb, outdated mechanic. I mean, this whole entire game is outdated. What do you mean? There are bosses where that is like the entirety of their mechanic. I'm not saying I disagree with you. I'm just saying it's the whole game is outdated. You don't text back. Oh shit. Oh shit. Lovers quarrel. and none of those bosses are harder because of it, except in the case of Charm being dispelled. I kind of disagree, but that's fine. What's up, Zeg? How you doing? Like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna get into it. This is jabated. Man, it is Tuesday, folks. Tuesday. We only have one egg left on this guy to level up. What was that? Was that a legendary? It was a legendary. Boo. It's the only one you don't want as a legendary. What have you been up to, Zeg? How you doing? I wasn't starting it. No. You didn't start anything. You're good. You didn't start anything. My main problem with Dispel is when they don't go top down. Love when a cleric in Saru dispels my 3rd, 8th, and 15th buff. Yeah, new ad. No fucking joke. The warders and sleepers do that. I don't know if you noticed the freaking Dispel warder and the damn ancient. They don't always dispel the top buff. Sometimes it's like the 5th buff. Sometimes it's the last buff. It's all over the damn place. It's hard to tell. They could do what they did in Plane of War on live and make the mobs ignore pets and all pets aggro is transferred to the caster. So Sergeant Beoman, that actually is kind of how that works here, believe it or not. That is kind of how that works here. But on the alternative is the second you turn taunt on one of your pets, it has almost perfect aggro. Yeah, man, everything's great. Everything's great. No complaints here for sure. Everything is golden. Everything is great. It's truly, truly wonderful. All right, we're actually going to try and speed this up a little bit. Stay a while and listen. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I forgot. You can't rush this. No. Before the game was figured out to a degree it is now, it did have some challenge to it. Sadly, any MMO will hit that point without massive innovation in their systems. I don't know if I liked this or not, but if you played WildStar or any game like WildStar, which had like really bizarre situational movement mechanics, I do feel like a lot of those games unfortunately suffered from like it's almost a little too difficult for a lot of the player base. It's like they can't. I don't know if anybody played WildStar or they like played the like did any of the dungeons or anything in WildStar, but like it was real life. You got straight up punished if you did not know how to play that game. And by punished, I mean like insta-gibbed a lot of the time. So, you know, I mean, it is a double-edged sword. Like you have to keep it reasonable, but you can't, you know, and that's why you wind up with things like heroics and mythics and stuff. So you can, there's a little something for everybody there to chip off, which some people love and hate those systems, but I do agree that there could be something like more innovative than just like we made it harder. Like we added more health and we added more damage and more health. GG. And we had to talk with typing while raiding uphill both ways in the snow. Yeah, there's actually a clip of me ranting about how I had to walk all the way. I was going to DN and I had to walk all the way from TOV all the way to DN. And I was like, man, my day, this is bullshit. This is too hard. Game's too hard. I hate it here. This is ridiculous. There should be a sleigh out here in Western Waste just waiting upon my arrival to ride into DN. Unacceptable. Don't forget about sacrificing a virgin gnome by tossing in a volcano to get interwebs. Well, you know, if you're talking about the man, I have to yell at my mom and dad and brother and sister because if they pick up the phone during the middle of this raid, I'm going to kill someone. Yeah, I'm that old. Come on. Longest silence ever. Selling TLs from Western Waste Port into DN at Peace Centel. Want to buy? We'll trade one chrono. One cronjon. What do you say? One cronjon? Teleport? Okay. That was weird. First time EQ player on THJ. Don't know the pain of normal movement speed having to run around everywhere. You will. Like the buff wears off every now and again. And I see all the junkies out in the middle of the street standing on the corners in frickin' Bazaar just waiting. Oh, God, please, please, somebody please pay for server buffs. Oh, God. Oh, it's terrible. Ah, please. It's actually kind of crazy when you think about how much 4 hours of server buffs costs at the current rate of EOM. The conversion rate is real. I'm a junkie. Oh, I'm a junkie too. I'm right out there with them. There's a reason I see them doing it, and that's because I'm in front of all of them. I was surprised how easily WoW Classic raids were compared to EQ when I switched over. Those tables turned long ago. Yeah. I can't remember. Will those global buffs be solo self-found? So they've gone kind of back and forth on the buffs. They have gone from saying yes to no to yes to no to maybe. What I'm going to say is hurry up and wait. I don't think there is any real, like, I don't think it's written in stone until it's actually written in stone, if you catch my meaning. How much heroic charisma do I have? Right now I have 109. I believe when this character is completely geared out, I have about 130. Pain of waiting for bugged boats. Oh no. Yeah, hey guys, can you just log over to P99 just so you guys can endure the scrutiny and the terrible experience of boats falling off a boat in the middle of the ocean and having to swim back and just wasting 2 hours of your life because the boat dropped you off in the middle of Ocean of Tears. What happened when that happens? I just get my buff bot out for Sao or my Bard for CeeLo. Yeah, not a bad idea. Yeah, those rules are written in pencil, not a Sharpie. Yeah, true. Until you get it's 2 hours if you didn't die. If possible, they should have 2 categories for the leaderboard for it: buffed and unbuffed. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that's all going to work. I don't know. I have no idea. Honestly, I've kind of stayed far away from that. I don't actually want to know what any of that part looks like. I kind of want to go through the solo self-found experience in discovery mode. Like, I applaud Coffee and Kessin and all these guys that are playing it now. I think that's really smart, and I think that those guys will probably be likely some of the first people to hit that hit those benchmarks and stuff. But I have no plans for what class I'm going to play. I have no plans for, what the outcome of whatever build I end up doing, where I'm going to level. I don't know. But to me, that's going to be part of the fun of it. Like, it's going to be part of the experience, is like kind of deciding what to do on the fly, and making mistakes on the fly. I think that having it down perfectly tuned would probably make it a boring experience for me. Ranger build, roll the dice for classes, and I might completely random it. I've got another Nagafin that won't reset. Jesus. That's crazy. Have you reported it as a bug, Coffee? Falling off boats in EQ might have contributed to my lifelong fear of deep water. Well, you don't need to necessarily figure out what's doing it. All you need to do is report that it's happening, so they can even look at it. They might be able to recreate it or see something in the zone code that's causing it. There's somebody literally in the game. They don't know what's going on with it, but their zone state and plane of time is going completely wonky. And in the middle of fighting Zeb, Quarm is popping on them. You want to talk about bugs, dude. Dude's literally like killing Zeb, like fighting Zeb, and then Quarm just goes boop right on his head. Saw you earlier killing Quarm and seeing how hard he was hitting. Being new to Quarm this week, I was not sure if that is normal. Was he hitting harder today than you remember? Gamer, no, he wasn't hitting that hard. I just, when I do a lot of testing, I do my testing over on the test server where I have the best in slot and AUGs and everything. And over here, I don't. Some of my stuff has AUGs in it. Some of my stuff doesn't have any AUGs in it. It's all over the place. So I really do need to be better and knuckle down and actually put perfect a couple of my characters so that they are in the best situation. He doesn't even use heals. Reyna may or may not be right. It's really sad, but when I'm not testing stuff, I'm actually really, really lazy with the gameplay. But it's because I really genuinely, I do a lot of the stuff over on tests. So I'm like, when you guys see me doing it, I've probably done it like 300 times. And it becomes like kind of background noise for me. I read chat. Cleric. Oh no. I suggest rolling 3 characters with each 3 random classes and picking one, and then you get some choice. I plan on doing a full random hardcore solo self-found. Nekla, I like it. I think so. Cleric, Druid, Shaman. I actually think Cleric, Druid, Shaman would be really freaking good. I don't like, a lot of people are like, oh man, do the full priest build. Well, full priests are no joke on the server. Would have a lot of heals at least. You have crazy dots too. You would have the druid dots, you'd have the shaman dots, you'd have heals, you'd have regen, you'd have damage shields, you'd have reverse damage shields, you'd have nukes, you'd have cleric hammers, you'd have, you'd literally have like some of the most insane, crazy stuff out there. Cleric, elemental, and timeless gear is probably the best. There's just, it's absolutely nuts. Bry Guy, thank you for the follow. Bry Guy, thank you so much for the sub. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. Fuck it. I'll make it for Solo Found. You saw it here first. Guys, can somebody clip Dark Animus saying that so that we can all harass him and make sure that we hold him accountable later on? That'd be great. Ooh, we got one great Mask of Flame. Hail. So, Reyna, you were doing this earlier. Oh, it's that shield. Ah, the Zegany shield looked cooler. Can I hail him again? Cool. Here, now I have one for you. I'll mail it to you. The Zegany. Oh, what does the Earth one look like? Caught last stream on replay last night for the first time, so I had to join when I saw you were live. Bry Guy, thank you so much, bud. Yeah, we're trying to expand our reach here. I'm actually debated what I think I'm gonna do potentially. I don't know. Actually, never mind. I'm not gonna say that out loud because I don't know as I'm gonna do it yet. Teasing. 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 Zegany Wrath are unique. Cool. I guess you got to do them next. Okay. I don't really want to do Zegany because I don't have that key. But I'll do Earth. I'll actually do Earth. Last time I tried to solo the entire council over and over again. And when that didn't work, I was like, okay, screw it. I hate it here. Hail him 1 million times. They sell for 1 CP each. Ooh, that's like 100 platinum. Hell yeah. Hate the council fight. I was trying to kill them all at once. The problem is like if you're playing one of the shield specialist rip discs right now, you can actually just instantly delete the entire council, but I don't have that, so Poopy McButthole. Do you think Druid Shaman Bard would work okay? Yeah, I think it would work great, actually. I think it would be, you'd have a ton of dots, you'd have a bunch of rune shields, you'd have mana regen and regular regen and canny and DDD. Oh my god, you could canny and DDD. That'd be hilarious. You'd also have the mana regen, hit point, and regular regen of druids. You'd have all the dots. Shaman actually have Bane too, so you could use Bane along with the druid stuff. Actually love the council fight. Pulling is my favorite. Do you think Berserker, if you can do enough damage to rip disc them dead? Yes. Hi, Xiao Xiao. Welcome back. Were your ears ringing? Just curious. Not like we were talking about you or anything. Do you think Berserker, Rogue are antagonistic to each other, or could they work well together? It's tough. So a lot of Rogue's damage right now is due to backstab and poisons. In fact, you can almost get them about even with one another. Hopefully, guys. What? No. What? Shh. No one has to know. No one has to know. Shh, 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 shh. It's okay. It's okay. Shh, shh. It'll be our little secret, okay? It'll be our little secret. Don't tell anyone. SK Epic done. Yeah, dude, grats. All right. Okay. We'll get rid of this. Snare. It's funny because I don't ever use these abilities, but I know they exist. Haven't an Earth be in a minute. I'm curious to see what these. Oh, they don't hit you at all because you just hit riposte and then you win. Profound Laughter, thank you so much for the follow. Now I can work on making the button I want. Ooh, what kind of button do you want? Tell me more. Profound Laughter, how you doing, baby? Just as a reminder, we do have a character parked in the bazaar with our guild tag, tagging people who are interested in joining. So you're all more than welcome to join. She is currently in the bazaar zone 14 near the bank with the parcel. All you got to do is just let me know, and we'll get you hooked up. Good. Working on my first character. Just hit 31. Started doing some AA and lower gut. Hell yeah. Use SK Epic Manhand for leech procs, etc. More melee damage, but have a macro to Bandolier Ragebringer on backstab and put the other weapon back after the timer. Oh, they're very smart. Nothing happened with HJ Bros. We're just salty. What we're doing is we're building a like community-based guild that is going to be focused on essentially building a. I mean, it's around building a community and trying to mentor new players and people who are new to the server, trying to help people with progression, try to help people out in general. It's something. This is a project that I'm doing. This is a project that I decided I wanted to do and I wanted to work on, and kind of go from there. Damn. Oh, okay. Well, we just got the rest of them. I wonder if I could just. Do we think I could kite them all? Oh, well, no, we definitely cannot kite them all. Okay. Oh, one behind me. Cheating. That's cheating. That's cheating. Give me 1 sec, guys. What? It didn't go. See that? That is why. That is why life taps are so much worse than heals. So much worse than heals. The fact that heals cannot be interrupted is such bullshit. Oh god. If that was a heal instead of a life tap, I would have been fine. How do you get the Sword of Truth reforged? You get a vortex container off from You get it off from Zeb, and then you go and you get all legendary versions of Saru's Augs. And then you get a quintessence off P3, the big stone boys, in Plane of Time. And then you combine them all together in the container, and then you have a nice shiny little sword. I wouldn't mind Bandolier so much if it didn't always just slap things in the first open. Yeah, that's the other thing I don't like either, Buffalo. Well, that sounds perfect to me because I'm new to all of EQ and not just who should I look for in the bazaar. Her name is Tunnel Quest, and she's just standing. That's probably you. Guild invite. There you go. Tunnel Quest. Yep, that's her name. She is right. Right. She's actually in the hallway that would take you into the Nexus. If you're interested in Bazaar 14. Okay. Wouldn't mind Bandolier. Well, sounds perfect for me. Sending my Quench 14. Look for. Oh, who's this? Who's this character? Look at that little troublemaker there. Look at this little troublemaker. Look at this little. I see you running around with your long ass title being. All right. Oop. Got you. There we go. Got another person in the guild. Guild welcome. All right. Let's see here. Okay. May join you. Wife and myself joined HJ when we first started after watching your videos and streams. Oh, hell yeah, dude. We were just commenting on everyone must be taking a break. Hardly no one online. Yeah. There's definitely a large amount of people who've taken a break. Band activate, backstab doability, band activate, timer X, easy button. Yeah, Tunnel Quest. Thank you. Use your tutorials. Hell yeah. Well, hopefully we're going to be putting together a lot more tutorials. The intention or the plan or the hope is going to be the plan is going to be that we start expanding on that. Right now, I've been working a lot on back end stuff and trying to build up some things on the back end. And the plan, the hope, the design is going to be that we are going to be dropping a lot more videos in the near future. Matter of fact, I've been tinkering and creating a lot of other little weird videos as a way to learn new tactics to editing and things. Starting in August of last year, 2024, that's when I started creating content, and I didn't mess with video editing until December, January-ish. And it's pretty much all been a learning curve since then. But I've actually started getting the hang of some of the stuff and feel pretty confident with some of the skills that I've learned. So pretty cool. Yeah, if you the random class thing is actually, if you go over here and you you click on this here map here, you get a little clicky click, and then you go through here and you go to the bazaar. Redeemed butt stuff. Ooh, butt stuff. Yeah. There you go. Boom. Gotcha. All right. So you go. Wait, is the other? Nope. Those are not here. That has that's coming. Shh. That's coming. Tell you what, Raina. Tell you what. You know what? There's 30 minutes left in stream. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta put something together really fast. I gotta put something glorious together really quick. I gotta put something together. You guys can thank Raina for this. This is where the randomizer is. If you need a randomizer, this is where she's at. This isn't going to take a whole lot of time, but Raina has influenced me to want to get something set up really quick. So you guys are going to get a brand new channel redeem right now. Okay. How much should we cost this? How much should how much should we make this channel point cost? 100? 200? 300? 72? 69. We're going to make it cost 69. I don't even care. It's going to be 69. All right. And let's see. We'll put a cooldown on it of 20 seconds. This can be a standard channel point redeem. Okay, that's all set. That's created. Good to go. All right, real quick, we're gonna disable it for a moment. Okay, because I don't want you guys to be able to claim it right off. Because it's not gonna do anything. I actually have to set it up to do stuff. All right, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a channel point redeem. Add. We are going to call this channel point redeem. And this will be in its own group, channel point group. Okay, there we go. And then for the trigger, this is a Twitch channel reward redemption. Reward. Create reward. Oh. Cancel. Yep. All right. There we go. All set. Sub action. Okay. Now this is where it gets a little complicated. I got to remember how to, because it's got to actually add a bunch of stuff. It's got to play a sound. It's got to do a bunch of other things. And we just need to make sure this works perfectly. I'm not going to lie. When I set this up, it might give away part of it. Okay. So. Okay. OBS. Source visibility state. This is actually going to be kind of funny. All right. Oh, Lord have mercy. Reina, Reina, Reina. Reina, Reina, Reina. Source. Trolling. There it is. State. Visible. Okay, and then OBS. Okay, sources. Visibility state. Oh, crap. I got to add this in. Shit. I hope this does it. Oh, no, never mind. I can make it so it doesn't play. Add media source. Trolling. All right, there we go. We do not want you to be able to hear this when it pops up. Playback, close file when inactive. Yep. Good. Okay. All right, I got to make sure this doesn't play when I hit. I am the master. Okay, perfect. All right. This is also going to need to be on the sound bar. Do we have this set to capture audio? In front of Tunnel Quest herd. Ooh, there's a whole bunch of you. There we go. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. No, thank you guys. I really do appreciate it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think this guild is going to be really cool. All right. Then what I need to do is got to find the other one. Gameplay, trolling. Wait. Oh, it's not in the drop down list. What in the hell? Ah, found it. Okay. Then we do a core delay for 5 seconds. And then we actually maybe longer than 5, maybe like 10 seconds, probably. 10. Okay. And then we do copy. Right. Wait, duplicate. That's what it is. Duplicate sub action. Duplicate sub action. And then you were going to do hidden. Edit sub action, hidden. Okay, let me, it's almost done. It's almost done, guys. I just need to make sure that it has sound. I just need to make sure that it has sound. It does not have sound. I'm glad we looked at this. All right. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Hopefully this works. All right. Stream actions, stream apps, commands. All right. There is now a new channel, Redeem. There you go, guys.
I am the master pet.
Did it play the sound? Did it play the sound? My sound right now isn't playing back. Excellent. Perfect. Perfect. I think I need to shrink the VV part though a little bit. Just a little bit.
I am the master pet.
We're gonna shrink that down a little bit. Little bit. There we go. There we go. There we go. Can I get a guild invite? Yes, you absolutely can get a guild invite.
I am the master pet.
I am in zone. So you messaged her. I don't see any messages. That doesn't mean you didn't message her though. She is in 14. She is in 14. Oh, you guys are having mad fun now. So it's in 14 of Zone Shard 14 of the Bazaar.
I am the master Pedka.
You guys are going to burn that button out. So we were playing Repo and Variety Void. Variety Void had a lot of fun. Let's just say that. You guys are clearly killing it over there, huh? Look at you, savages. Invite. All right. Camera. I got you. Boom. Gotcha. All right. Let me, this guy's an officer too. So we can go through and make sure that everybody is on member status. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for your patience. The other redeems are supposed to have sound, right? Because all I'm hearing is the VV one. Oh yeah, because the VV one, I need to set it up so that the VV one goes into the.
I am the master Pedka.
I need to set it up so that it goes into the queue with the other ones. The VV one's probably going over the rest of them. Is there something? It's just a laugh. Yeah, it's. Hold on.
The master Pedka.
It's being spammed. Hang on. We can fix this. We can fix this. All right. First, do that, and then group, and then we go over here to actions, and then we add this to a queue group. All right, there we go. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, guys. If you toggle between auto fire and auto attack, you'll reset your attack timer after a slow gets cured. Interesting. Hell yeah. I think we got everybody. If there's anybody else in 14 that's looking for an invite, let me know. We got stuff cooking. Actually, you know what? Only 2 goblin wizard spawns in permafrost and 20% chance to get a frozen heart for warrior epic. No luck first round. Ugh. That sucks. Like 10-minute respawn for open world trash, I guess, probably. What do I look at in Discord for pet cuck build? Well, Mr. Goody, I have not put down my own pet cuck stuff yet. I've kind of like avoided it because that's kind of been Void's thing. But we'll probably be putting that stuff into, because a lot of that stuff's going to need to get updated because of the whole changes to all the focus effects and all that stuff. Maybe that build has been updated, but we're going to be doing it. We're going to be adding it to our own sheet for our own pet cuck that we play. There you go, Falandor, dropping the sheets. But boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to run off. I'm really excited about this. There's another aspect of my stream that I've been working on, that I've been tinkering with, and I'm really kind of hoping that you guys enjoy it. Right now, it is in its initial stage. There's a lot more planning for it, but I have placeholders put in place so that essentially we can test it out and we can make sure that it works. And then once I make sure this base part works, I can start working on the other aspects of it. Really excited. Oh, I don't have the permafrost lockout. I can pop that to get another 2 right away and kill Vox. Maybe get a fat bag. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, boy. Hell yeah. Let's see here. Holy cow, there's so many people. So many people. So many people. There's so many. It's just crazy. It's absolutely wild. It's wild and crazy, some might say. Ooh. Tower of Babel. Let's go here. This is a guy that I'm a big fan of. This guy has been, first of all, he's an amazing streamer. He's got an amazing voice as well. Absolutely sexy beast. Funny as hell. Huge comedian. Plays EverQuest. Actually plays on THJ. Really, really good dude. Really, really good times. I will never be the same. I hope you'll be the same. I hope you change too, all at the same time. Guy's a really funny guy, really good dude. Definitely go over there, check him out. Spam him with all the emotes you have. If you don't have the emotes, that's fine too. Just spam him. Spam him pearl necklaces from Reyna's stream. Spam him all the things. Just spam. We're gonna be rating out now. We have been streaming for 4 hours. I love you all. I'm going to be working on some content tonight. I'm actually going to try and get a video out tonight. I really do want to say thank you guys all so much for your support lately. It's been amazing. It's been resounding. And hopefully I can keep, returning the favor and keep creating content for you guys that you really enjoy and you're really into. That being said, I'm going to try this new outro screen and see, hopefully it works. I love you all. You're all beautiful, amazing people. And I'll see you tomorrow, 4 p.m. You can go, Fanwin or Bry Guy, you can go to Tunnel Quest in Zone Shard 14 of the Bazaar. And with that being said, I love you all.